too.
Wow.
All right, y'all. We live. We live. We're gonna have a woman-led conversation by Sister Spice and Sister Empress. I think a couple more sisters want to join. But go ahead and tell us what we're gonna be talking about today. What's on your mind, ladies?
Big up
I got
the
the same.
chat, big up the panel. Today we're going to be
Bless up, bless up.
discussing,
Big up, Spice.
we're going to be talking about threesome versus polygamy versus cheating and what's the benefits if there is any benefits. So we want to get it from a female perspective and get a couple of the fellas perspective as well. So
Hmm.
Lady Empress,
Yes, Miss Sister
Miss
Spice.
Becca, would you
Yes.
ever allow a threesome?
I don't know, you know. It depends on the situation still.
Would you have to be married or would you have to be in a long-term
Um,
relationship or living
yeah,
together?
I think it'll be more something that you'd have to sit down and discuss with a partner. I mean, me personally, like I wouldn't just do it with any random. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not, yeah, you can't do that. That's dangerous. Do you know what I'm saying? I'd rather do it with people that I trusted. So
Mm.
if I was gonna do anything like that, then yeah, it'll probably be like in a
Okay.
relationship or something.
Okay, so how
Mm.
long in the relationship before you would even consider doing something like accepting something like that? And do you think that it now opens doors for more things like, i.e., cheating or or
This is the thing.
any
This is what
type
I
of,
worry about. If
you
I do,
know?
if this is, yeah, I get where you're coming from. Like the thing is like if you do allow it, they might want it again, then whatever, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing you got to take into consideration. I mean,
But that's regardless of the fact you're gonna have to. Somebody could always want something else. It ain't gonna be his first time getting pussy. So you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like that's not really.
There's levels to this shit. Obviously, it
yeah.
depends on your relationship and like what level you're on your relationship. Because at the end of the day, he if he wants to cheat or if you want to cheat, you can do it. It's the same, exactly the same thing. There's always going to
Mm,
be where you're going to want more, but obviously there's levels in it. That's why
mm,
obviously it depends on like your level of understanding in your relationship. But for
yeah.
me
I mean,
personally, I would, and it depends on um. I would have to be like really really serious with the guy.
yeah.
Yeah, so but I would like because if that's what he wanted, I would just give him what he wanted because I believe
Mm,
that
Would you
obviously,
say it had to be with somebody you trusted?
yeah, it has to be
definitely,
with someone
100.
it has to 100. It has to be with someone I trusted. It can't just be with no. It
But
wouldn't
the
But
be.
thing is like you
this
said,
gotta.
it might lead to obviously them going
So
out of
what
the
if it's the,
relationship to find something else. Do you know, like that's the thing you got to think.
well, what
Like,
if he tell you straight up? What if he just tell you straight up? Yo, I want I need a hall pass. I want you know what I'm saying. I want to beat something else. You know what I mean? Because this same old meal is getting old. Yeah, I
I
want a
don't know about all
threesome.
that. I don't know about all
So
that
so
whole
so you
part
so
stuff.
Nah, bro, it
mm,
can't be like
what you
that,
mean,
big homie.
what do you mean, like an open relationship thing?
nah, just like for right now, I just want to rock. Like you know what I'm saying. You got me on a leash all the time. This one time I want to go to the dog park and run off leash and just run. Give me a whole pass. The same thing as having a threesome, but I don't want you there
Yeah,
because
guilt-free
if you're
pass.
not involved, I'm not into the girl on girl shit or whatever the case may be. I just really want some new pussy. Like I don't know, like you know what I mean. I've been eating the same
It's a
macaroni,
guilt-free pass type of deal.
guilt free pass type of deal. Like, listen, let me go rock. I get a hall pass to say I'm gonna go rock out and do what I do, and that's it. I come back. I appreciate that, so I'm gonna honor everything else that we stand for. But you know
Got
what
you.
I mean?
I got a question for you.
What's up?
What if she wanted to do the same?
Yo, I know that's a valid question. I mean, not saying
Just
I
asking.
want not saying I want a hall pass, but I feel like in a situation like that, it's only right to consider it. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of times though, it's different with women. I know people gonna say that's bullshit, but it's not bullshit. Women are different. It's difference between like it's different. It's different between the shoe being worn than you know what I'm saying, putting the shoe in the box. You feel me? It's a whole different step in the shoe. If that makes sense. But it's a different ball game and shit. No, Women can't even do that without feeling some type of connection. A dude can say, "Let me get a hall pass."
Sorry, I just dropped off the call. So where we at
Yeah,
right
I mean,
now?
some of these females that I see though, I disagree.
Well, know what?
They built like that too.
Know what I say? Though they,
Hey, yo, can I holler at the women real quick? Let me ask them a question real quick.
All
yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Spice, Empress, how long would be the minimum you'd have to know somebody or be in a relationship, whatever the relationship is, to even consider this type of arrangement with another person?
I say a good few years. I don't think it's something you should just jump into doing.
But my thing is, where does the like this principle of trust? Like
Yeah.
me myself,
I
I've disconnected from it. Like I don't see like when is that implement of trust in your relationship? Like where do you feel that? Like at what point should you realistically?
That is a good question still. I mean, it depends on the woman, I suppose. Me, I find it hard to trust people only
So it
because
depends
obviously
on the
my relationship.
individuals.
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of people trust people quite quickly and other people are more hesitant to do
Yeah,
it.
I don't
So,
really trust people that quickly,
Spice, how do you feel about that?
but I was saying like it depends because if I like I don't really think because some people seem to think like oh if you do certain things if you just meet but like if you connect with that person because I'm a person I connect with you then it's possible that I would be willing to do that you get me regardless but it's I think like it would have to be like at least like 8 months, like to a year for you to be able to. But then again, I'm saying like if I really felt comfortable with that person and I felt like I trusted that person because of the fact that I connect with people differently, then for me it's not a problem for me to do that. You understand?
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
Hey, what are the guys' perspective? City D, the homie Taj. What y'all feel about that? How long you have to know somebody to get with it?
Um, like 2 minutes.
I feel you.
Wait, what
You
was
see,
the
this is what
question
I'm saying.
again?
This is what like
No. Honestly, I'm
like
just
how long
joking.
would you have to know
I'm just
somebody
joking.
to have a threesome?
I'm just joking. I
Two
mean, I don't know
minutes.
that. That's not. Yeah, that's not really a question
That's
I
what
can
I'm
really.
saying though.
That's not a question I can really answer. It depends on the people. Like when I was younger, maybe it would be more. I was more adventurous and into other things. But as I get older, I'm very cautious of the people I allow in my life. Period.
Exactly. So at what point does that feeling of trust get implemented?
Shit, I got a work call. I'm gonna have to drop out and take this call.
Yeah,
You
come on
good?
back,
You
brother.
good? Hey, yo, Vado, at what point does that implement of trust get in a relationship? Like where you really can trust the individual?
Um, Let me go around my game here and just tell you, just say, I just feel like, it should take some time in a relationship
Yeah.
before that could happen. It gotta be some type of trust thing. Cause City already know how I was living already. I done told that nigga. Feel me? So it gotta take time and trust. And, and the man gotta step up to that plate, man. That's it, man. Feel me? Just take the people, man. But it's depending on the
Yeah, I
women a
feel you.
lot though.
But I feel like if you're comfortable with that person, because some people could be very adventurous and very freaky, and that might be it might be not something that's not like such a big thing. Like not saying that like you understand what I'm saying. It's just like obviously people have different levels of how freaky they are, so that
Mm.
might just be something that they're gonna be on in it. So I don't really
My
think, but
first step
obviously
is taking a bitch to the doctor.
I know it comes with obviously I
Yeah,
know it
I
comes with a
respect that though, Goblin.
obviously I know it comes with a trust
Nah, that was
issue.
Vital that said that.
Obviously I know it comes
Oh,
with a
my
trust
bad,
issue
Vado.
and how much you trust someone, but everyone's like freaky differently in it. So
Mm.
yeah, but it's something that I would consider, not for any and everybody.
Yeah,
Of
that's
course not.
Yeah.
definitely.
Me neither. But like that's basically what I was saying. Trust is subjective. Period. You know what I mean? Like some of the weird shit that I used to see when I was younger. Like a female I was dealing with, like she wouldn't kiss me for nothing, but will do the nastiest things to dick, licking balls, under balls, and all kinds of other shit. I'm like, okay, I guess. I don't like open mouth kisses. I'm like, yo,
That
but
don't
you
make no
be
sense.
kissing, tonguing, licking, sucking under a nigga, bro. You know that little line under there? All
Mm-hmm.
kinds of shit.
Oh
But you,
hell no.
The grundle.
yeah, so
That's what they
people
call
be,
that.
Hey,
people be,
what you call the distance between the asshole and your ball sack?
I
Look
I
in
thought it
the
think
was,
that's
group
called the
call.
grundle.
I heard it was a taint or something, bro.
No,
I
look
don't
in the
know.
group call. It's actually Gino.
It's called
It's a
Gino.
taint.
Ah, shit.
No, Gino is look. I'm looking at the call, and Gino is between the asshole and the ball sack in this call.
Okay, so do you think it opens up?
That's uncalled for.
Do you think it opens up the door for cheating and other things, or level of disrespect, or
Hell
lack
yes.
of
Nah, I don't think
Hell
trust
so.
by
yes.
I
doing their
don't think so.
things?
Hell yes.
Go on, Charge.
I mean,
I just don't think so. Because
it's
if it's there, it's gonna be there. Like
Exactly.
I've been
If
in
it's
these
gonna happen,
situations
it's gonna
before,
happen.
and
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
honestly, I think it cools the situation down because you don't have to sneak something that you know you could already have. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't have something, you're gonna try to sneak it by all means. You know what I'm saying?
hmm And I agree. I think that if a person's gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat. You understand? And as long as just something that you're both consenting to, then it shouldn't be a problem. You understand? And
Hmm.
like,
yeah,
it goes back to the same thing. It depends on the level that your relationship
yeah,
is on. You
yeah.
understand? And your
Exactly.
level of
That's exactly what
understanding
I
that
was
you
about to
have.
say.
But the
Yeah.
thing
So
is, the problem is they might end up wanting it on a regular thing. And I see me, I'm not prepared to do it on a regular thing. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm
yeah,
more
but then
like
you
a
don't have
one-off
to because
kind of
it's not
thing
by
or
force.
whatever.
You don't have to because it's not by force. That's what I'm saying. That's why it
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
back to
yeah.
This
your
nigga
level
Taj,
of
boy, you be making the
your
nigga straight hungry. I'm sorry.
your level of
I'm sorry.
understanding, because it don't have to be like, you understand, as long as you make it clear, it don't have to be, you understand.
But
And
like,
then
here's my thing though.
go on.
As like me as an individual, like I ain't had that life experience like y'all, so that's why I'm asking questions. But I'm just getting my 2 cents real quick. The way I feel is like I've always been to give an inch. I'm gonna take a motherfucking mile. Like I'm gonna wear that shit out. You feel me? And it's always been a little bit like it's always been way too easy for me to cheat. That's why I've never really had that. I've always disconnected from that trust. You feel me? And
Mm.
it's like, hey, it is what it's gonna be regardless. I don't even need to ask for no threesome because I'm gonna go get me something anyway. Like if it makes itself available, it don't matter.
So Becca, what if the guy was like, oh, we want to just like, oh, he wants to spice it up and he wants to just try something new?
I mean,
Would
like
that
I
be
said,
something you
I'd
consider?
consider it. I would consider it. I'm not gonna say outright, no, I'm not gonna think about it. I'll think about it. But like me, it's like for me to actually go with something, I have to be 100% comfortable in it. Like because me, I'm very conscious
Yeah, I
about my
hear that.
body. I can't let anybody just be looking at my body like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Are we
but I
talking
would
about?
consider it.
Are we talking about with a man or woman?
Both.
Either, both.
Do you reckon it's easier with a woman than it would be with a man?
What, to have a
Mm,
threesome?
Yeah. When someone says that to you, how do you perceive it with a man or a
I
woman?
think
What makes
like,
you more
well,
comfortable?
I think I'm more comfortable with having me and the woman and the one guy. I am comfortable with having two guys as well, but some people seem to believe that's
Yo,
a man
I,
running the train on you.
I honestly
So
feel like
mm.
I honestly feel like more women. I honestly feel like more women don't admit that they would rather have two guys because of all the connotations that come with
yes, yep,
Yeah,
trains and this and that.
that's
yeah,
It's,
gully to
it's
that.
almost
Gully to
yeah,
that.
yeah, people like that would do that
Hold on,
because
hold on, hold on. We live, bro. We live, bro. That man ain't here.
that's a fact. But yeah, I mean, in general though, like women, I mean, if you like ice cream, who don't want two scoops? Like, if you like pizza, who don't want two slices? But now all of a sudden, women stay not when they love dick, but they all of a sudden they don't want two. Like they be fronting, but
yeah. I don't mind either way, but because it would be a thing where I was trying to like um pleasure the guy, I think you find it more like enjoyable for it to be two females. But for me,
Mm.
either way. But obviously, like you said, the connotation of, oh, you're being a train being run on you and all this type of stuff is what obviously makes people shy away from the fact of having two men and a woman. And then we have this thing of, oh, it's supposed to be like borderline gay, you get me, batty man. So yeah, but I don't mind either way. For me, it's
But
not a
what would you
problem.
prefer, though, Spice? Would you rather have a threesome or actually be in a polygamous relationship?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd rather have a threesome. I've said this before in another panel. I'd rather have a threesome.
Mm.
Let me ask
Okay.
you a question, ladies. Whoever can answer. If y'all, so you have a threesome with your man, right? Would you
Mhm.
prefer would you prefer that he beat the brakes off of this chick the same way he beat the brakes off of you? Or would you rather see him get the brakes beat off of him just to say that he ain't fuck her like he fuck you? You understand what I'm trying to say?
Say that again. Say that again.
Would you rather see your man fuck the shit out of this chick? Or would that like upset you that he blew her back out? Or would you rather see her like fuck the shit out of your man and manhandle a nigga? I be feeling like chicks be feeling like, oh, you doing too much, you watching for this, you watching for that. But then if Shorty go and just fucking lay it low and spread it wide for the nigga and put it down on him and he don't represent, that shit kinda look bad too. I be hearing females say like,
Yeah, that's the problem. Like for me, like I don't know. I might feel some type of way if I feel like he's enjoying it too much, or
yeah.
or he's
Mm-hmm.
really getting into the girl.
Or
You
if she
understand?
or if she
Or
had her
she's
way
or
with him.
yeah, or she has it away with him, or she's just passing her place, even though we might have discussed. You get me? Because when you're going through having sexual intercourse or pleasuring, you understand you are not gonna always be in control because you get me. Things kind of get
But see,
me.
this the
The
thing though.
situation
Women,
kind of change and escalates as you
no,
understand.
women are
See,
never in
that's the thing
control.
with me.
Women are never in control, and that's why I think dudes will have a problem with it. Because at least if you say Spice, if you say, yo, look, you go do your thing, you got a hall pass. I can go do my thing. You can say, don't touch her left titty, don't touch her right toe, don't touch her this elbow. If I don't do that, I stuck to our code. But as a woman, if I'm like, all right, Spice, go ahead, go do your thing, man, I'm like, whatever that dude wants you to do is what's happening. You following that lead, and I think that'd be the problem with dudes. Like, come on, get out of here.
Yeah,
Turn a church like a rental car. You give somebody a rental car, they gonna do all kind of speed limit. They gonna hit the turns, going
yeah,
crazy and shit like that because it ain't they fucking car.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that'd
Yeah,
be the
but
problem with dudes.
I will make them both though. Like, bitch, don't pass your place. You don't get too excited, otherwise I'm gonna beat both of you
That
down
shit
here.
that don't stop how deep this dick is going. That don't stop how deep.
I know, but
See,
in
that's the thing. I
hindsight,
think that's what I would
in your
struggle
own
with.
little ideology, you feel like in your own little world, you feel like yeah, obviously, like I just said, I'm obviously when you're going through pleasure, things escalate, bruv. It gets really, you understand? I'm not gonna be in control, but
Intense. Yeah.
obviously, yeah, it gets intense. But obviously, I'm gonna make him know that yo, don't pass your place, and the bitch as well, don't pass your place. Otherwise, we're gonna be fighting inside here, bruv.
That's
You
why
get
it's
me?
best. That's why it's best to just give a nigga a hall pass and you just stay out in the hall and let him do his thing. Cause
Mm.
all that refereeing shit fuck up the session. Like you know what I'm saying? You feel like
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
put.
that's
Well,
true.
this is the thing. This is what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
don't know whether. This is why I said I would have to think about it before I went through with it. Because if I'm in love with this guy and we're doing this because I'm obvious, I wouldn't be doing it for myself. I'll be doing it for my man. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm
yeah.
not doing it for my sexual pleasure. I'm doing it for his sexual pleasure. But so
So you might as well let him go.
I
You might as
don't
well let him go
know.
do it.
I
Then.
don't
No,
know
for
if I
me,
could
it's for both, bro.
handle
I know
watching
what
the man
Spice
that I
like.
love. I don't know if I could handle watching the man that I love fuck a next girl in front of me. I don't
Yeah,
know if I could
Empress, I'm
handle
with
that.
you.
I think, if anything, I'd rather have a polygamy relationship where I know it's kind of going on, but I can't see it. I don't
I,
hear it.
But
I
You
how
like
you
the.
get
gonna
me?
see it if
I,
if you live in
So
the
I'm gonna
same
say
house
this.
or whatever? It's the same
Let me
thing,
say
bro.
something.
speak on it, God.
All right, that's the way I look at it. Don't ever do anything just for somebody else,
I was thinking that you
because
gotta
that's
do it.
how
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
that's the number one way that resentment forms. And
yeah,
once you start to
yeah.
become resentful, and it's like
I did
That's
this
why
you
for
I
made
you.
said
me,
I did.
and it's like
That's why I
it
said
turns
it's for
into
both of
you
us.
made
I
me
was
do
just
this,
tougher.
and you
Yeah,
made me do that, and you made me do that. Like you can't do anything for anybody. If that's not you,
yeah,
tell a motherfucker,
Just do
nah,
what
you
you
yeah,
gotta
want.
you gotta stay within
yeah.
who you are,
Yeah.
because you lose yourself. When
You
you
gotta
go
do it
outside
because
of
you
who
know
you
that you're
are and
about
how
that
you
life,
feel,
man. If you're
you
not
lose
about that
yourself.
life, don't do it for
You
someone
lose
who,
yourself,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
and it's something that you will regret and resent. it's eventually going to tear
Get lost
everything
in the
apart.
sauce.
You
Yeah,
know what I
I
mean?
hear that.
Yeah, I think that will ruin your relationship.
Yeah, it's like then think about
Well,
it
it
on
would
the
ruin
other.
mine.
Yeah, think about it on the other side of the spectrum. Tell a dude to be cool with that. Ain't no fucking way. He gonna be like, yo, what? Yo, no.
Yeah,
You can't make a dude do something. Oh, I just wanted you to get banged by both of us for you. That's
yeah,
not men. Men be like, yo,
yeah,
bitch, you lost your fucking mind. You might
yeah.
get slapped for even asking them to have a threesome with you with a dude. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for real.
Hell no! What the fuck?
Come on, Gino.
That's some gay ass shit.
Gotta be
No,
mature about it.
hell
Yeah,
no.
nah, but I'm just saying in general. Like, you know what I mean? Stay
Alright,
who you
okay.
are, whatever it is, whatever your moral compass is, whatever your ideas are, whoever you are, your morals, your values, stay there. And that's why like a lot of people, oh, you do this and you don't do that. Like I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Be comfortable in your skin, do what you do, and if anybody can't rock with you and the way you move, fuck them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I was to do it, it would be for both of us. I'm like, that's something that I'm about in it. That's something that I like as much as the guy. Like, well, I wouldn't say as much as the guy. 'Cause I don't know what level you get me, but I'm just saying it would be an equal kind of thing. I'm not. It's not a thing where I'm just doing it just to please my guy and make him feel, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because, like
It's
you
for
said,
you as
that
well. Is that what you
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It's
it's
not
me
only
as
for
well. It's something, yeah, it's
yeah.
something that I'm into. There's something that you get me. Like everyone has
Yeah, I
their
think
own.
it's if you can handle it and it's consensual, then that's on
Yeah,
you.
yeah. But if it's not consensual, if it's consensual, but it's a thing where you're not about that life, you're not really. That's not something that you're not really into. I don't really think you should really try and open up that kind of worms, bruv.
So
Because
have you ever done that?
I have,
So you already know what you're getting yourself in for. So really and truthfully, it's something that is what you're just okay in doing. It's fine.
yeah. So
Yeah,
certainly,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because obviously, like I said, is you have to be about that life, man. You have to really know that that's something that you understand, because obviously everyone has their different sexual kind of
But then where do you draw the line
level.
between where do you
I
draw the
need
line
your
between
number.
being faithful or not?
But that's what I'm saying. That depends on you knowing yourself, and that depends on your relationship, and your the understanding in your relationship. You understand? Because people like are in relationships and still being cheated on, you understand, and still hiding, withholding. You understand? There's some people that believe you like being friendly with someone is cheating. Some people believe that you liking pictures on social media is cheating, but you might not feel, you understand? So it's still the same thing, but obviously it depends on you and that person's relationship, you understand? The level of your relationship and your level of you not understanding each other. That's why it's best for you to know what it is that you're actually getting yourself into. You understand? And not think where you're just doing it because he wants it, or just doing it because, or just doing it even out of a spare of a moment kind of thing, because that's what, like D said, that's what it becomes, where you have resentment, and you understand, and all this type of stuff. And it really does depend on you as well, like your emotional state, like, like what your expectations in your relationship, because that's a big thing as well. Because if you're not really if you're not really ready, and you're a jealous person, or you're really
I got a
emotional, then
question.
that's something that you shouldn't really get yourself into.
All right. Why do you guys, this is for anybody who wants to answer, but let's try to let everybody answer one at a time. Um I believe it's because of the me and D spoke about this before. I believe it's because of the programming that we have. But why do you guys think it's actually such an issue, given that it's polygamy is like the most widespread form of marriage, I think I would say, worldwide, right?
Hmm.
I think, I'm not sure, but I think that it is. So what is it about maybe people where you're from, Spice, in the UK, and especially people in America, women in America, like what do you think is the drawback, or like what the holdup? Like why is it so that everybody got to, if you're not ready for it, or if you're not, you can't handle it, what is it that's making us as men or women mostly women that can't handle a polygamous relationship? What do you guys think it is?
Selfishness, insecurity,
Mhm.
No, I think
broken.
but,
Well, hold up.
but
You know
where
why I
do it
say that
come
though?
from?
Because it comes from a multitude of things. It comes from a lot of stuff. Everything usually starts at the foundation. So, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time, people grow up and lacking shit with fathers in their life and shit like that. And now, can't really fathom sharing some shit like that. It's not even sharing because we share all the fucking time. We share every fucking day with everybody. And then when it comes to like relationships, we want the shit to be exclusive. We love a rental car. We love a hotel. You know what I'm saying? We love anything we can just give back except for a relationship. So I don't know. I just feel like people just be fronting, man. Insecurities and shit. Just because you go out with Spice don't mean, you can't take my place and shit. Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Shit just don't make that type
I
of sense
think
to me.
I think with women, with certain women, I can't say all women, but I think with certain women, we're like very territorial, and
Nah,
we
that's
like we're
bullshit.
very emotional. We're very emotional creatures as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So I
That's
can't like
that's
me,
a
like we're yeah, like me, I ain't got no problem with polygamy. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, if two adults are consenting to it, or three adults, or four, whatever, how many people are involved in the relationship, if they're all consenting to it and they're all cool with it, and it's done the right way, then cool. Because I can see the benefits of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like building up the community and whatever. I get that. But it's down to the woman if she can handle it. That's the thing. And like I said, most women, like from my experience, most women, especially in the UK, we're very territorial. We don't like to share our man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we're very
Hell
emotional
yeah.
people. Like, do you know what I'm saying? We're like for them, like we would look upon it as cheating. Do you know what I'm saying?
But you know what? The cheating is only if you go outside of what the rules are. You understand? So if you know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean, like
when people when
if out of
but
bounds
when
is at the 50-yard line, then once you go past the 50-yard line, you out of bounds. But if we make the out of bounds line the 100-yard line, then you still in the parameters of what we call regular.
But then when they say polygamy, most of the time it's just like a thing where they want their cake and eat it too, on the on the belief of nation building. Like we've had this discussion before, and they've never really actually connect the dots of how it's beneficial. You understand? So to me, that's still cheating, and to me, it's very similar to someone being having a threesome and then decided to take it more further. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So I don't really see the whole benefit. And then people say, well, he can have how many wives, and then they live separately. Ain't that
This
what
is
you're
the thing.
doing when you're with your woman or you're with your man and they live in your house and then they're going outside to cheat? You understand? So I don't really see the benefit, because when most people bring it up, it's just like a selfish thing where a man wants to eat his cake and eat it too, and then obviously other factors come in like religion and things of that sort. It doesn't really make no sense to
I
me. You
don't think that's
understand?
Yeah, I
saying.
get
I don't
what you're
think that's
saying.
saying have your cake and eat it too. To me, never makes sense because if it's my cake, why the fuck wouldn't I want to eat that shit?
I get what you're saying, but what you
Yeah,
gotta
but
understand.
that's how it's presented. Like it's just like the man wants to have more than one woman, and obviously they use the foundation of religion or
Yeah,
culture to to have a like a standing on it. It's not and like even when they talk about it, they say, oh, it's nation building, and then it ends up going back to, oh, basically that man's is to have one woman and go feed
But but
forth and
but
breed. But
Real
there's no
quick, y'all.
connection, there's no correlation to the actually to the nation building. You
but was the
understand?
respect? Was the respect?
Hold on,
And
Tosh.
then
Tosh.
most
I'm
men
sorry.
say that, but they
Spice.
can't even handle one woman and one woman's energy. Like women are
Facts.
bitchy, so like when you come
Facts.
and bring
Facts.
a lot of women in the house, they're very very bitchy, bro. So and some men can't even hold on one woman, handle
One
But
one
was
woman.
the
woman, and you're gonna bring
was the
Hold on.
respect?
Let me come in
different
real quick, Tosh. I know
energies
you
in
got
the
something to say,
house.
but I'm trying to let Spice finish so I could say something.
Yeah,
You finished, Spice?
yeah. I was gonna say
I
that
just
all the different energies coming, so I don't see how you understand. For me, I don't really know like
the
people
benefit.
talk a big game in it. Like everyone talks like yeah they're used to it. Like and if you don't have your money right, you understand. Like listen, it's
Right.
hard out here, and you're gonna be like. So I don't see the
Okay.
I don't really see the benefits of it.
Got you. All right. I wanted to address something that came up in the by one of the people in the chat saying that polygamy doesn't stop people from cheating. I agree. Polygamy doesn't stop people from cheating, but what monogamy does is it allows people to not be responsible for who they sleep with. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, somebody is single, somebody's married to one woman, and then they sleep out on the woman and have a baby or something, and then it's like that baby could be kind of forgotten about. It doesn't get to have his dad. It allows the man to like not really be responsible. In a polygamous relationship, you know what I'm saying? The man is gonna be a polygynist. Let me fix that. In a polygynous relationship, the man is gonna actually need to be responsible for any woman that he sleeps with. You know what I'm saying? He's also not
Yo,
out.
City, what's
Hold
poppin',
on.
man?
What's good?
What's good, brother? What's good, brother? Welcome,
Hold on.
welcome, man. It's
What's
good to
good?
have you, son.
What's good with
Good.
you guys? How you?
So
Hey,
basic,
yo, what
hold
you?
on, bro. Let me just finish this point, and then I'm gonna give you the floor, Gotti,
Nah, I
if
wanted to
there's
say
something you
something
wanna.
too. I wanted to say
Okay,
I was gonna
all
say
right, but let
something
me
about basically what you're saying.
finish, D, and then we go in order. Is that cool?
It's cool.
Um, basically, I was just addressing what the young lady in the chat said. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a polygamous relationship done right, you know, is gonna actually force the man to be more responsible to the women that he's sleeping with,
Yeah,
not have side hoes and side bitches and shit like that. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
my route
So
right there, City. That's all I want to say.
yeah, facts. So to the young lady in the chat, man, I appreciate your question about the polygamy's not stopping people from cheating, but that's just how I look at it. A
Uh,
person that's a cheater gonna cheat, whether he polygamous or not. Go
or
ahead, D,
not.
and then we
That,
got
you know,
Gotti.
but that's basically what I was about to say. What I was about to say basically, it's not really what you do. It's who you are at the end of the day. You get what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Because
Facts.
Mhm.
you could put me in a situation that you put another person in, and we would handle the situation totally different. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like for me, I don't want all of the extras. I don't
Mm-hmm.
really care for that. That's not my mentality. You know what I'm saying? As far as
Yeah.
programming. And some people say, well, it's not programming for me either. This is what my ancestors did. Well, that's a program. Because if you do something because of what your ancestors did, it's still a
Yep.
program. You
Program.
get what I'm saying? So it's more so about who you are and what you do. Like for me, if I had a child outside of marriage, my wife can't stop that. She won't be my wife anymore if anybody tries to get in between me and my blood. Period. That's my responsibility. And to be a man, you gotta stand up no matter what. You know what
Stand
I'm saying?
up in the paint. Big point, D.
A lot of
Mhm.
dudes say, "Oh, I'm a man this, I'm a man that," but you
And
see
they're
him
not
drop the
really.
ball.
Yeah.
You see him drop the
Mhm.
ball in certain instances that I would never. You get what I'm saying? I can't bring a person here, even a friend. If I brought somebody to my city and shit got all nasty and weird and I would never feel like a man if I just left them or deserted them. You know what I'm saying? To fend for themselves, knowing I brought them in a situation. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like men and women, we need to stand up and really look at ourselves
Yep.
internally before we think about
Yeah.
adding pieces to any
Always.
puzzle.
Also, yep.
You feel me?
Facts. And that's why I said it goes back to you knowing yourself. You understand? Because some things are
Hmm.
more spiritually inclined. You understand?
Right.
And natural for of that person. Right? That doesn't work for everyone else. So, like D said, you have to know it's about who you are. Like you understand? Knowing who you
Facts.
are
But
Facts.
first
Let's
you know what though,
before you can
Spice?
get into it.
go ahead, Taj. Then it's bullets.
Well,
Go
I was
on.
just gonna piggyback on what she said though, because she said you gotta know yourself, right? So the dude
Yep.
comes forward and says, "You know what? I know myself. I need 3 women," and then you come back with the, "Oh yeah, you just saying that because of the Bible, or you just saying that because you want to have your cake and eat it too." But in all actuality, the dude is keeping it a whole stack. He's like, "You know what? I need 3. Whether
Right,
you
right,
can
right.
handle 3, whether this, he's being honest out the gate."
I feel you,
And
Yeah,
Taj.
nine
but I
times out of
I
respect.
ten,
feel you.
because somebody like D might say, you know what, I'm good with this.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
got
But
everybody know their space, and you
let
gotta
me
Yeah, but
respect
that's what I'm
interject.
people.
saying. I
But let me
respect men that are honest, innit? So
okay.
obviously that puts me now in the position
All
for
right, but
me to make the
let me interject one second.
for me to make the
Go ahead.
decision of what I'm gonna do next because he's obviously
Exactly.
made me know. You understand what I'm saying? And I
What's up
respect
front?
Right,
him.
right, right.
Yeah, like even if a man said, you know what, like you said, I want a hall pass. You understand? That leaves me, and like Becca was saying, is when you take away that choice from that person when it becomes a problem. You understand what I'm saying to you?
All right,
So
and
that's what I'm saying. If he's being real and if he's not sneaking, I respect you more if you was like, oh, you're not being freaky, you wanna do da da da, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You understand? Because we know relationship is give and take. You have to please your partner, and anything anyone don't, they don't you don't give them, they will go for it. They'll go out. They'll go look for it somewhere
outside of the
else.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
So if
And let me.
so, once he does that and he's like, yo, you don't want to be freaky, you don't switch it up, you don't want to put on lingerie, yo, I'm gonna go and cheat. Like you're gonna
Yeah.
like
All right.
not. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that it
Let,
makes it
let me
okay, but
interject one
then
second. It's gonna be short.
at
All
least
right.
I
Go
know
ahead.
that he's at least I know he's like been upfront. Then that obviously gives me the choice, isn't it? But
All
it's
right.
about you knowing yourself.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
and Taj,
Go
like
ahead, D.
from what you were saying when you was like, if you let a woman know from the get go what you want or whatever. But one of the things we got to do as men, if we were to come to a woman with that, a lot of times, even when the women don't accept it, the men stick around. They try to persuade them. They try to give them the idea. They kind of push it on them a little because they might like the chick and might not want to leave. So what we should do is, if people not with the program,
You have to respect
Find
that
people
too.
that is.
get them up out of there. Yeah, because
Yeah.
all
Facts.
you doing
Facts.
is
Find someone
torturing
that's
people.
Yeah.
find
Don't
somebody
be
Exactly.
that's
holding
with
them
that
there
That's
program.
That
it.
that shares your ideology,
Yeah.
because otherwise, all you're doing is basically exposing them.
Yeah.
That
Right.
comes with
Right.
a certain level of maturity, though. So it's like, damn, Shorty ain't with the program, but her ass is nice, and
Yeah,
she
but
like
that's
she
what.
give me head, and then now you're like, oh, I'm gonna stick around for the ass and the head, and now you need deep in the relationship,
But
and you
that's
fucked up.
wrong. That's not
That's wrong.
responsible.
That is wrong.
No,
That's
no,
not
But
no.
y'all,
responsible.
I don't
I'm
mean
not saying it's right. It's not right, but I'm saying it comes with maturity.
right. Right.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Real
We
quick,
need to
y'all.
be mature enough. But go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's
Go
right.
ahead,
We all
sis.
need to be men, man, and we need to stand up regardless of whatever path we choose. We got to be stand up dudes. You know what I mean? For any of our programs to really work, man, and we got to be honorable. But I don't mean to cut y'all off, man. I want to give the brother Bullet Scotty the floor. I know he came in. He was interested in the topic. Bullets, what you got to say, brother?
Oh, what's the topic, man? Polygamy? Polygamy?
Why
Polygamy,
you came on here,
polygamy.
son?
Hold on.
Huh?
Polygamy, threesomes,
Threesomes?
cheating. Like,
Oh,
what's your
I'm gonna
idea
say
on
this.
any of that?
I'm gonna say this. My ideas, and I continue to keep saying this, and I'm gonna stand on my ground, man. You know what I mean? Women is not equal to men when it comes to these
No.
situations.
Chill.
You know what I'm
Just
saying?
let him
Let him talk.
finish.
And basically, in the Bible, it tells you that a man is supposed to have multiple wives, even in the Quran. So anything a man is doing where he's getting another wife or another person to have his kids, the woman is supposed to respect that. Now, I'm not gonna respect no woman that wants to have no threesome with no other dude, and we supposed to be in a relationship, and she want to have eat her cake and eat it too. That's not respectable. That's not conducive. You know what I'm saying? If she can't respect the way it's being handled, then you got to find somebody that will respect that. You know, I'm a man. I'm supposed to spread. I'm supposed to be out there spreading my loins. You know what I mean? Giving my seed to whoever. You know what I mean? As a man, that's what we supposed to do. That's our conquest. It's
Okay.
called hunting. It's
Can
called
I
fishing.
interject real quick? But do you
You know
take
what I
Let
care
mean?
him
of the
finish, D.
children
Just let him
that you
get it all
name?
the way out, D.
So I
Let
mean,
him
if
get it all the
anybody
way
got
out.
a problem with that, I mean,
No
this is
reaction.
what God. This is in the hands. This is the hands of the beholder, and this is what God told us. This is not my saying. It's not what I want to say and what I'm doing. You know what I mean? If you go back to Africa, everybody had multiple wives. Each chief, each king, each warrior, all had multiple wives. All had women having their babies. So I mean, what is it? What is different than what we living in
Okay.
right now?
So
So
what you
I don't
saying?
understand this
What's the
issue.
question, bro? You just asked the question. I want you to clarify the question, so all of us could get a chance to speak on it.
Was
I
it me?
mean,
What's the
and
difference
Oh,
between what?
Go ahead.
What you mean? The difference between a man and a woman having a threesome in a polygamous relationship? I'll tell you
Nah,
what's the
you said
difference.
something. Nah, you asked something. You asked what was the difference between somebody doing it then and maybe somebody doing it now or something like that. That's why
Yeah,
I was
but
trying to get some
it
clarity.
ain't no difference. It ain't no difference because a man is supposed to do what he has to do. He has the freedom to do these things. You know what I mean? I don't mean to toot nobody on or bust nobody bubble, but that's the truth. You know what I mean? And me as a man, I'm supposed to go out there and spread my seed. You know what I mean? And my woman
Mhm.
respects that. Any woman will respect that. You know what I mean? She may not want to give you sex. You know what I mean?
All
She
right.
may want you to go out there and and do what you do your manly duties. You know what I mean? We gotta stop with all this equal shit. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as man and woman is equal. I keep
Okay.
trying to tell
Okay.
people this. You know what I'm saying? It's man and man and man on over. You understand what I'm
No
saying?
doubt. No doubt. No
If it was
doubt.
if
No
it
doubt.
was
No
if we
doubt.
was equal,
Let's let the brother. Hold on, Gotti. Hold on, Gotti. So you said a lot right there, man. It's hard for us to hit every point you made.
all
But D,
right.
go ahead and address. Don't directly address the
No, no, I
brother, but
got you.
let's address the notions.
Like, what basically what I'm asking is for a man that believes that his job is to fertilize the seeds of every woman. You know what I mean? Are you taking
Uh,
responsibility for each and every last one of those children and women that you impregnate?
Well, you
Say it
know
one
what?
more time, D.
Sorry.
All right,
Y'all
I was
couldn't hear
He
me?
asking
talking
D.
to me. D was talking to me.
Nah,
Y'all
nah, he was
could.
talking to the panel, but I just was asking him to say it one more time.
Well,
Basically, I'm asking
I'll
Hold
answer
for
on,
that
Gotti.
question.
Hold on,
for
Gotti.
a
Hold on,
man
Gotti, please, brother. Go
for a
ahead, D,
man
one more
that
time, and then we all go.
for a man that believes it is his right or his nature or his right to go out here and spread his seed in various women, do you also feel as though or not feel as though it is his right or his responsibility to provide for every last one of them children and women that he impregnates?
All right, absolutely. I'm gonna answer that first, and then we could go around.
I want to answer that question.
Because I think I heard
I
somebody
want
else
to
comment. You can answer it right after me, bro.
Oh,
I feel like it is his duty. You know what I mean? That's why I was saying with that answered the young lady's question as well. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a polygamous relationship forces a man. You know what I mean? To be more responsible. It's easier to not be responsible if you are spreading your seed and all of these women is baby mamas. You know what I mean? It's easier to not be responsible. Um, just because of the way life works out. If you got 6, 5, 4, 7 kids and shit, 5 to 7 different baby mamas, you know what I mean, and you're not together with all of them, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard to do all the way the right thing and be super responsible for all of them, even though we know we got to, you know what I'm saying? But in a polygamous relationship, you know what I'm saying? It's like you have everybody under one roof. Financially, you won't be spread out as much. Time wise, you'll be able to allocate the time to all your children equally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The quality of life wise, you know what I'm saying? One won't be like, you know how niggas be having the side broad in the apartment while the main broad be up in the nice house. Like, nah, we all in a nice house, man. My kid over there is actually we over here. We all over here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's different for everybody, man. Everything is not for everybody, and every man don't deserve that kind of situation. Every man, such as yourself, D, don't even want that situation. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think it would balance itself out. But
uh,
as men in general, regardless of the situation, as you said, D, we do got to stand up. All right, go ahead,
yo,
bullets.
yeah, man. I'm gonna say this, man, and I'm be perfectly honest, man. You take care of your kids by having your kids live with you. You understand what I'm saying? The woman, that's on them. They just the baby mama. You do what they can. You do what you can with them. But if you living with your wife, you bring your kids in your household. You ain't got nothing to do with what's going on with the baby mama. If she's working and she take care of her own self, that's on her. You just take care of your kids and that's it. And your wife that lives with you. That's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know where we getting this. The baby mama's extra. The kids is
But
what's important.
nah, the kids is what's important. But here's the thing, man. If we got all of these baby mamas with kids and they raising them on their own, their own and they just coming over when they could come over, because you can't take a kid straight from the mama. A kid need his mama. I love my kids and all of that, and I want all my kids with me all the time. But I know what the baby need the mama. So you know what I
Listen,
mean? Like,
oh, then
so
it's
wait, hold on.
the
Let me just make the point. Let me make the point, bro, and then we could flow. You know what I'm saying? The kids need their mama. So if you got all of these random baby mamas and you just worried about the kids, that's still people in our community. So what they gonna do? Go on and try to find more niggas and fail. Try to have more kids. Try to create another family and fail. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to be responsible, bro. As men,
but if it
you know what I'm
ain't, but
saying?
if
You
it
put
ain't,
your dick in there, boy. If you put your dick in there, boy, be ready to keep her, man. That's just how it
nah,
gotta be. You
but
know,
I
I
feel,
at a
agree
certain
with you,
age.
bro.
You know what
I
I'm
agree
saying?
with you.
I
At
feel
a
what
I
you
certain
agree with you.
age.
I feel what you're saying, man. But a lot of times these baby mama relationships is just a baby mama relationship. It ain't nothing else to it. And there's no love there. It's just somebody that you had a kid with. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying, Gotti, but let me interject just 1 second, bro. I'm gonna let you continue, but it's your responsibility who you stick your dick in, bro. Period. You can't just fuck werewolves and expect the children to not howl at the fucking hound, bro.
That's a good
I
point,
mean,
man.
I mean, I mean that's, I mean, to each his own, man. But I just look at it like this, man. Like, if she respect my wishes to have my kids living with me and my wife, then she respects that. You understand what I'm saying?
But
It's
most,
nothing more, nothing less.
I feel you,
I got family
but
members.
most
I
of
got
them not,
listen,
bro.
man. Hold on, man. I got family members that got baby mamas, and they kids live with them, and the baby mama ain't in the situation. All
And
right.
she might be a
So
crackhead. She could be like she could be
Exactly.
a unfit parent. Most of the time, women that are fit to be mothers, they would prefer their kids. You get what I'm saying? Because listen, we are not bond to children like women are, chemically, biologically. You do know that there are pheromones and all kinds of things that women feel when babies are born to get them to take care and nurture the baby. This is biological, bro. You get me? We don't have that. This is why we can just drop a load and go run around and play basketball. We don't even think about kids a lot of times. And I'm just keeping it all the way real because I got a million homies and I'm scratching my head like, bro, you do nothing all day, but you can't do nothing with your kid. You couldn't take them to the park. You couldn't teach them how to ride a bike. No catch, no nothing. But then the mother's raising them, and then they don't even get any help. I don't respect that. I don't respect that. That women be standing up for our responsibilities, bro. We get a nut and then we run out of there like that. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. It's disgusting.
9% of the times, these dudes that don't be taking care of them kids, they don't be their kid anyway, bro.
Nah,
I
but
mean, let's be
that's not a
real,
Yeah,
man.
fact,
but
bro.
that's not always
You
the
don't
You're
have the
case.
chatting shit
statistics.
because my baby father is the biological
Wait.
fucking kids of his kids and he don't take care of his youth. So what you talking about, bruv?
But now we not attacking nobody individually. We
We're
just
just
gonna
speaking on
comment on
like
the notions.
generally.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Or
man,
the
I don't have no
idea.
problem with any man doing what they doing as a man. If you got a problem with your
Yeah,
baby
but
mother,
why are
then
you
you
equating
know,
a man going around, sleeping around, and not looking after children as something that is something that is of a natural mindset, state
maybe
of
maybe
mind?
maybe
Hold on,
maybe
state
he's in
of
a
mind.
relationship with another
And if to
woman.
say, and then generalize, because we're gonna use it as general. 'Cause I'm not attacking you to say that how um most of the time the man's not no, you understand. Now you're now pushing forth certain ideologies and stereotypes that come with it within our community. Like Becky said, there's many a men that it is their children and they don't look after their children. And I want to know where in the Bible it says that you should just go forth and just be unresponsible and have children everywhere and it doesn't matter. And then you made another statement about how if the child, you have bare children, the child will come live with you and your husband, you and your wife, and as if the child don't need to be with his maternal mother. And like Dee was saying, like most of the time when women don't have their children, it's for other reasons. because if there's not nothing wrong with her, the child normally stays with the pet. You understand? But it come like you're generalizing with these ideologies that are not really. You understand? It does happen, but it doesn't make it right. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say to you. Just because certain things are happening, it don't make it right. You understand? I
Right.
don't believe that you just need to be going around just having children and spreading your seed and then equate that to be nation building. No, because this is the reason why we have issues within our community in the first place. So when you're saying that, you need to be very careful. But then at the same time, I don't blame him because this is what it comes from
When we
when you
saying that,
hold on. This is where it comes from when you have things like ideologies and religion and things that push this kind of ideology. Like even when you said, oh yes, they have a lot of in Africa they have men that have multiple wives, but you don't actually know what their situation is. You understand? Because every situation is different. It's just like when we try to say statistics count for everything. It doesn't go like that because you
It's
don't know what the
nuances. Yeah.
situation is. It's nuances and it's social constructs that come. You understand? It doesn't mean that it's normal. It doesn't mean that it's right. So like when you're saying that, you have to be very careful of what you're putting out there because people need some of these things that have come into play. Even with polygamy, I believe that it's not something that is more of something that is of nation building. I think it's just another nuance of a social construct that people are pushing. You understand?
Spice talk that shit, Spice. That you nailed it with that one.
Hey, yo, who building a house?
I think that's the brother, the VL legend.
So we need to be careful of
And
that.
and
You understand
also
what I'm
like
saying?
what I would want to say is, I'm gonna make it quick because I want other people to be able to join in on the discussion. But what I would like to say is like I also think it's a problem that men feel like they should only take care of the child when they have impregnated a woman. That child still has to spend time with his mom.
Mother,
So if you live
yes.
in a good
Hell
Facts.
house,
yeah.
if you live in a good neighborhood and you're making money, you and your wife, quote unquote, and your son has, and you guys have joint custody, when he goes back to her in some fucking crack house, bro,
I wouldn't want
that's
joint custody.
disrespectful. Yeah, bro, but you can't control that. You can't control
Yeah,
that.
a baby
So,
needs his mom, man.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
not even that. Basically, you're
No,
Hold on,
I
hold
saying
on,
don't
hold
that.
think.
on, hold on, hold
I
on.
don't
Hold
think
on.
every woman
Religion.
need me.
Basically,
Hold on, I'm not
basically,
done.
you're
I'm not done.
saying.
I'm not done.
Hold on.
Religion,
Let him finish.
What
Let
the
D
difference
finish. Let
is?
D finish,
Oh, go
Spice,
on.
and then you go, Spice.
religion doesn't control that either. You understand? The laws don't care about religion anymore, bro. You can't say, "Hey, I'm Muslim, and this is what I believe in America, and the child is supposed to stay with me and my wife and whatever for her." They're gonna be like, "Okay, if you do not follow the laws of the visitation rights, your ass gonna lose your custody of your child," and
And
that's
not
a
even,
fact.
Like I said, a
not even.
woman can't raise a man, D. So you can't
And a
have
man, but
her
a
with
man,
a
but a
boy.
man can raise a daughter.
I mean, they need their father
But
too.
yo, but you know what's funny? Yo, people always say a woman can't raise a man. She can't raise a man, but she can raise that boy that's gonna be the man. Because one thing
Exactly.
I remember watching a documentary
I
a
was
long
about to
time
say
ago.
that, bro.
I was watching a documentary some years ago about serial killers, and every serial killer had the same exact reason about why they felt fucked up. And every last one of the motherfuckers said, "My mother didn't hug me. I kicked cats. My mother didn't hug me. I ate people. My mother didn't hug me. I killed this." It was no father's love. Our shit don't come until later on in the game. But that fundamental shit before they
Yeah.
turn
It
3,
comes from
they
your
need they
mother.
they,
A
they need
baby
titties.
who
They need
mom.
nurturing. They need that
Yes.
connection. Afterwards, get
Yeah.
your ass outside. Let's learn how to ride a bike. Let's learn how to shoot a gun.
And
Let's go. You know
also,
what I mean?
Exactly.
and also, my mother is my hero. I had my dad in my life. All of the
Yeah, yeah, me too. But my
most
mother's my ace. My mother's my
exactly
hero.
Nice. Yes.
most of the bad that I've been
Big
through
time.
came from my dad. My dad darkened my life, darkened my heart too, made me angry and resentful toward people. Yo, I went through years like I have a problem with men in real life because of my dad,
Yeah,
bro.
and authority. Yeah, because of
Yo,
the
when
lack
I
of the
walk to
man
the
being in the house
store,
or even
when I
being
walk
there.
to the store I'm grilling. I used to try to bump into niggas by mistake. I'll go into a room, find the toughest nigga in there, and just try
Yeah.
like, and I'm thinking about lining them the whole time because my father used to try to intimidate me
Oh
all my
shit.
life. You get what I'm saying?
We gotta protect D at all costs, man.
Nah, my
Man.
mother, all of the good that's in me, bro, came from my mom. When you hear me talking about respecting women, protecting them, taking care of them, being faithful, being honorable, being righteous, this shit all comes from my mom, bro. So I'd be damned if a woman can't raise a man, bro. Because I'm a hell of a man, bro. And I stand on my laurels and morals
So a woman can
all
teach you
day
how to be
long.
masculine, bro.
Yeah, I'm masculine, nigga.
You
If you
can't you
think
can't
I'm not,
teach yo, you
you
can't
think I'm
teach
not,
but I'm saying
you
you
think
can't
I'm
teach
not,
masculinity though, bro. I
my
got if
mother.
I
Hey
never
yo,
taught
I'ma
my
holler at y'all when I come back.
I
All right, Vado.
I
Yo,
I
All right,
let me
yo.
never
say this. Let
I
me
never
say
teach
this.
my son masculinity though,
One
bro.
at a time, y'all. One at a time.
That's just natural, bro.
Exactly.
That's like my mom having to teach me that I like vagina. She didn't.
And you have both of
Exactly.
them
It's
anyway.
natural.
You
Exactly.
have both
Listen,
feminine
And I have
and masculine energy
testosterone. And
anyway.
I
You
have
understand?
testosterone. Exactly.
Yo, I was raised with my mother and my sister. You know what I'm
woman,
saying? It don't get
mothers,
no more thorough.
And you and
mo-
I and Taj, I see you as a man, bro.
I was raised by my mother and my sister. My father lived in another state.
I,
You know what I'm saying? I
I
had my
see you as a
grandfather
man.
and people around me, but like my mother used to always say, never get involved with a woman who don't have a brother. And she used to always tell my sister, don't get involved with a dude that don't have a sister, and me, a chick that don't have a brother, because you gotta understand the opposite to be able to deal.
That
Like what I see
that's
with my
right.
mother is what I
Facts.
want. Is what I see in a woman that I would fuck with. So yeah, she can't teach me how to be a man, but she can show me what type of woman I need to fuck with.
Fuck with facts.
Yeah, I mean, but
But I
they
do
can.
believe
She
that a
can't
man
teach you to
and
be a man, but she can raise you to be a man.
but I don't and I but I still
Yeah,
think
exactly.
from as way coming that he obviously you need that man to be like to be your role model, and obviously that is the balance, that is the actual balance of having the two parents in the house, even
And
though it does
security.
hold on, even though it doesn't take away from the mum being able to raise the guy. But then obviously there is the other side, the other flip side, where some women do overly coddle their boys, and
Yes.
they do become and lean more to the feminine side. So I understand what you're saying, but the fact that he's saying that how basically the kid will be cool when he's with his wife, and then when he goes back to his mum, whatever's going on is going on. Then that's wild. Do you understand? That doesn't
Yeah,
make you
that's hurting your kid.
that speaks to your
The
character. You understand? And
the
you should want,
dynamics.
and depending on your the like in all things, you should want your kids to be cool. You understand? So if that means, I'm not saying that no, you got to like be doing everything for the baby mother when you're not in a relationship with her, but you should have to want the kid to be cool. And in
And
order
the
for
kid,
the kid to be cool, that your baby mother has to be cool. So for you to say that is kind of wild. Do you understand what I'm saying? But
yeah,
you can't just say that the man don't need, like the child don't
yeah,
like I said, the
the kid,
child needs the father more than the mother, because no, the first point of call,
or vice
and that's why
versa.
or vice versa, because the first point of call is your mother. There's a connection a child has with a mother, and they need the maternal nurturing of their mother first. You understand? And this is why some people
I
ask
don't know
like
about
that.
first. I don't know about first or second. You know what I'm saying? We do need it earlier on in life, right?
Yeah,
But
that's what I mean.
but
Earlier, yeah, earlier on.
we have two different functions though. You know what I'm saying? Do women nurture, you know what I'm saying? Women think holistically, you know what I'm saying? And men provide security. You know what I'm saying? So when men is around, your son could be your son or your daughter could be who they are without thinking about certain things. You know what I'm saying? When a man ain't around, now you either have two types of dudes. Your dude could take up security for his mother, or he
Yeah.
can lay in the bed with his mother, like, Mom, what we gonna do? Type of shit. And depending on what type of she woman is, she hears a sound, she can send her son, or she can hold him back. So it's all about that balance, that security balance,
Yeah. It's
and
balance.
the nurturing balance.
Yo,
Hmm.
Taj, I don't know how it sounds for everybody else, but you a little loud. It's like if I'm looking at the controls, it's like you bleeding a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You hear me, bro?
He got that good mic.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
Yo, I
I
want
just
Gotti mic, Vado mic, Taj mic, bro.
And
And
Smurf
Smurf,
Mike.
Smurf. Whoo.
Yeah, I almost called my
Yeah.
nigga Murph. Your bullets, man. What you got to say, bro?
I'll say this, man. Yeah, like for real, man. I understand people may got their disagreements, man, but the truth is the truth, man. You need that man in that house. That man needs to have his children in his house. The mother can't provide for that boy in that house. You got a lot of women that can't. They working 2 jobs, 1 job probably, and they can't provide for their kids some half of the times. You know
And
what
a
I
lot
mean?
of
The kids get out of control and go into the streets and do all type of things, peer pressure. You know what I mean? So when the father's in the household, you got discipline. Woman ain't giving no discipline
Mm-hmm.
like that. It's all love, you know what I mean, and all that hugging up your child and crying for him and all that. Listen, you need somebody that's gonna be firm and stern with their child, man. Woman could do so much.
So what's the
You know what I'm saying?
solution, man? What would you tell women if you had just all the women and they gave you their ear? What would you tell them
I mean, it's some women
in
that can't
regards to
control.
like
No, 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 no.
polygamy
I
and
say this, city.
regardless to polygamy though, or being
I say this
what's the
about
other
women.
word of
It's
polygamy?
women. It's women
Monogamy.
that
Threesome.
could hold down their children and hold down the situation. But I'm still, like I said earlier, man. You need that man that's gonna handle the situation, and not only just that handle the situation with polygamy or children or anything, man. The man is the provider, the protector, and everything in the household. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell D, man. When they see these women bringing in all these men in the house, and they have like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different boyfriends, and they coming in there, their kids know who the dude is, and they remember night see the dude again. It might be a one night stand type of thing. You know what I mean? You gotta look at that type of situation, D.
I
You
feel
gotta
you,
look at
but
that
that's
type
not
of shit,
every
man.
woman, bro. That's not every
Eh,
woman. That's
I don't know
unfair.
about that, man. I don't know about that.
That's unfair. That's not every woman, bro. My mother
I don't,
didn't do
I'm
none
not.
of that. Hold on. My mother didn't do none of that. My father was a fucking terror. My mother was faithful to him throughout, bro. You know what I'm saying? My mother was too loyal, bro. You feel me? Because she wanted us to at least have a dad. Because in my hood, nobody did,
Okay.
even though he was terrible. But my father did teach me certain things, how to be tough. Even if you're going to get fucked up, even if you're going to lose, even if you're going to be jumped, stand your ground and people
Well,
will
that's what you supposed.
respect you.
That's
Yeah.
that's what
But
a
that's
father's
all my
supposed to tell
father
you.
taught me is how to
But
be
what's wrong with
violent
that?
and how to be
But that's what
violent.
you're
That's it.
supposed to be as a
My
man.
mother, my mother was the breadwinner. My dad didn't even have a fucking job. I hate to even put my business
Oh,
on a live
but you
like this.
don't
Hold
gotta.
on.
But you don't gotta.
But bro,
But you
a
don't gotta
man is
attack
not
him like that.
always the provider. And how can you say you're protecting someone when you're the one hurting them the most? That's
Well, I mean, he taught
bro.
you basic principles how to be a
Good
man.
point, B.
Ah,
Good
bro,
point
he
though.
taught me how to be a gangster. He taught me how to be violent. He taught me how not to
What's
be
wrong with that?
afraid. How not to be afraid because he didn't teach me how to manage my responsibilities. He didn't teach me how to take out the trash, how to pay the bills, how to balance a checkbook, how to get a job, how to manage a business. I can continue and continue and continue, bro. He didn't even teach me how to listen to a woman. My mom taught me that, bro. See, but
So you saying
my dad thinks a lot like you do. Man is king. Fuck what you heard. All that other bullshit is for the birds. That's a rhyme that my dad actually has.
but that's a fact what he's saying though, man. But
Yeah, and
that
it's a
that that
fact, that all of the bad came from my dad, and all of the good came from my mom, bro. Yo, I have issues, bro. I can't be in a room with a real tough nigga, because if he start talking and placing himself above me, it's gonna get ugly in that motherfucker. Because that reminds me of my dad. My dad used to tell me, if it wasn't for my wife, I'd blow your fucking brains out. You'll never be the man that I am. Or I was like, yeah, that petty shit you doing in the streets, you could never be on my level. I was moving this, doing that. You a pussy, you're not like, yo. He thought he was making me tougher by giving me some more gangster shit to look up to. But you understand what I'm saying, bro? Gangster shit didn't get me into college. It didn't start me a business. None of that bullshit. All that bullshit did was get me in trouble, bro. How did my brother do more fatherly things for me than my dad? Because my brother, we
Nah,
learned how to,
but you
but
gotta
hold on,
understand,
we
man.
learned how to be men by what my father wasn't. You understand? We saw that it was so bad for us and my mother that we all decided, yo, I have 8 siblings, bro. I have 5 brothers. That we weren't going to be like that nigga. That's how bad it was. All my brothers take care of their kids, listen to their wives. You know what I'm saying?
But
They
D,
had, hold up.
you can't frown upon your pops, man.
Yes, I can.
I get
Yes,
what
I
you
can.
can. No,
So
you
hold
Yes,
on,
I
but
can't
can.
why
do
are you
that,
trying
Yes,
man.
to
I
frown
can.
upon the woman? You're not trying to see no other way. You
No,
just
because
said
you know what I'm
most of the
saying.
time
Like,
that's the
Yes, I
situation
can,
I
where the
bro.
mean,
woman
listen,
can't
Yes, I can.
my
and I'm
pops
not
was the
trying to
same
come
way as
and
your
I'm not
pops.
trying to attack you.
D.
I'm just trying to
I
say
feel you.
you
Yeah,
have
so
that's what I'm saying, you have to be
right,
balanced in
I'm
it.
gonna let you. Let me just say this real quick to everybody. It's when we answer each other. Let's just say, "Oh, we can't look at it like this." Instead of,
I
"Yo,
hear
you
I
gotta
hear what
not
they saying,
you,
man.
I
Bullets. You
got you.
actually do the best job out of everybody. You be like, "We gotta stop all of this." You do a good job of it. But I'm talking to Spice, D, everybody else. You know what I mean? When we address it, something somebody say, let's just say if we disagree or whatever, like let's make it general, like
Yeah.
because right now Bullets is a
All
part
right,
of
but I'm
us. You know
giving,
what I'm saying?
but for me, I'm giving
So,
context. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I hear
right.
what you say. I hear your
Context.
context, D.
It's
I
not,
hear your
it's
context.
okay. I won't
But
make it personal. I won't make it personal. I won't put a
I'm
name
gonna
on it
say this,
or
man. I'm gonna say this though, D. I'm gonna say this, man. And like I said before, man, and I've said this previous times. You know, women are the nurturers, they the mothers, they the educators. They supposed to teach the children. But when it comes down to it, you need that man to show you to be a man and stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get where you coming from, D. My pop's the same way, man. But sometimes we gotta stand up for ourselves. Sometimes we gotta be aggressive sometimes. You know what I mean? Yeah, we gotta have a softer side, but we also gotta be aggressive too, man.
it's a
You know what I'm saying?
balance. It's a balance.
Okay, you know, D man, you can't come here and say that, you know, what your pops instilled in you made you a man in these streets, man.
Nah, bro. My dad even
Made you a
physically ab-
man.
my dad physically abused me, bro. You don't get it. I don't go
I
into
get,
the whole
nah,
situation, bro. Nah, your
I
dad
get what
ain't
you
what my
saying.
dad. Yo, my dad was a kingpin, bro.
Now,
My dad
I'm,
was a million. My dad was a millionaire. He just couldn't stay out of jail. He had a business like I had and everything. He didn't even teach me that.
I mean, my
You
pops
know what he
didn't stay
told
out
me?
of jail
But
either,
but
bro.
but
So
you
I
know
get
what
where
he
you
told
coming
me?
from,
You know
bro.
what my father told me when I started a business? That should have
What he
never,
told you.
that should have never, that should have never do. You'll never become anything unless you come get tips from me.
Well, I mean,
What what
I mean, what he was trying to say to you, D, and in hindsight, he was trying to tell you that as your father, you should be coming to him and not going to nobody else because that's your pops. I'm playing devil's advocate on that, man, because that's your pops at the end of the day, man. And a lot of times, you know, the father feels, you know, you disrespecting them as a man. You know what I mean? So I
by
feel like he
starting?
probably felt you.
Go
I
ahead, go
feel
ahead.
like you didn't come to him as a man and told him that, you know, yo, pops, let me get some advice on this. You know what I mean? He probably felt that you was trying to slight him and shit on him and think, you know, like he's beneath you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say.
Let me ask you this question. If you saw somebody, if you saw somebody in if you saw a dude trying to get women, but he could never get one, that the women would always grow to dislike him, you know, complain about him, stay away from him, things like that. Would you take tips on picking up women from that guy?
Now, I wouldn't take tips from picking up women from that guy,
All right.
but
So I
I
don't
would
need his
want to hear his.
advice.
I would, but hold on, D. I would want to hear his instinct. I would want to hear what his intuition is
All right.
and listen to people. There's
All right.
always you gotta
I'm
sometimes
gonna drop. I'm gonna
sometimes
drop. Okay. I'm gonna drop another bomb on you.
yeah, but
My first.
sometimes you
Hold up.
gotta
My
you
first. My first company. was in $250,000 in debt. You want to know who did it?
You told me the story. You say your pops.
Yeah, he went
Yeah, you
around
told me.
take he went around taking contracts to do work for people all around Maryland and never provide any of the services, bro.
I mean, you gotta understand, D. Like you said, your pops was. That's not his game, man. You know, his thing
It is
was
his
what
game.
he.
My father had a real estate business when I was young.
But
My father was a
but
millionaire when I was a little
but
kid. My
but
father
it.
just
But
don't play straight. He does.
but
He cannot stay clean.
but
And
a,
for
but
him
a
to
lot of
come
times, a lot of
take
people
some,
can't stay clean, though, D. You gotta.
yeah. So,
You can't knock him for that. If
but look,
that's
let
what
me
his.
hold on. I feel you, but let me tell
Listening.
you how real of a dude I am. And this don't come from him.
Yeah.
Even though he did that to me, me and my brother, because that's my partner, we ate the debt. We ate it, bro. We ate that. You know why? Because I'm not about to have my father locked up. I'm not about to take him to court and sue him because it would have came from my mother's money and stuff like that, bro. What I'm trying
Yo,
to tell you is the man is not always fit to lead, bro.
Yeah,
That's it.
but you
And I'm gonna
can't.
drop
But
it
but
there.
D,
I'm gonna drop it
you
there.
gotta be a loyal.
I'm gonna
You
drop
gotta
it
Just as
be a
there.
much as a
hold
loyal
on.
woman
supporter to
sometimes
him,
cannot be
man.
unfit, just as much as a woman can be unfit. As I'm saying, so we need to not try to give a bias kind of and generalization, and then expect you understand, because it goes what basically
Facts.
what you're trying to say, it goes both
Yeah, that's
ways.
what
You
I was trying
understand?
to say. Yeah,
It
exactly.
There
goes
was a
both.
question.
It goes
There was a
both
question for.
ways.
I'm sorry,
Go
y'all.
ahead, City. Go ahead,
There was
City.
a question on YouTube. Uh, for the brother D, and I want to say what's
Go
up
ahead,
to the
bro.
sister 99 Ether. Thank you so much for jumping on with us. Appreciate you being with us, 99.
Shout out, Ether.
But
What
Big
was
up
the
you,
um,
question, City?
Ether.
but um, but yo, the brother Dre was asking if you could expound on something, man. You made a big point about how to listen to a woman. Um, I don't know if you remember making that point because a lot's been said since
Yeah,
then.
man.
But
Like, yeah, I can do that, and it's
how
simple.
do you listen to a
You
woman?
know, in my opinion, all you do is open up your mind. You get me? We're so used to the men's way, having to be in charge of everything. We see things from one side of the spectrum, but there's more than one side. For whatever role you want to put on a woman, what you can't do is say that they contribute nothing to the family unit. That's that would be absurd.
A bold faced lie.
Exactly.
That's
So
fallacy.
you can say, like, listen, and another thing as men, what a lot of men do is we get so caught up in the I'm the leader, I'm the leader, I'm the leader. But she may be more qualified than you to handle certain things. For
Right.
instance, for
And vice
instance,
versa.
for
Nigga might rather
instance,
lead a fucking sinking
Don't
ship
you?
than
But don't you
fucking
exactly.
be
think
a.
that's a that? Don't you think?
Hold
Well,
on,
D,
hold on.
don't you think
Let me
that's a
finish. I'm
belittling?
gonna let you
Hold
get
on,
it.
hold on. Let him
I'm
finish.
gonna let
But
you
I
get
was
it.
just saying
I'm gonna let you get it
analogy like a nigga want to lead a sinking ship instead of fucking be a sergeant on a well ran, you know what I mean,
because he
boat
want.
type
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
shit.
So sometimes we can't see outside of ourselves, our plans, our ideologies. We don't have the same perspective. Sometimes you need emotion. Sometimes you need care. Sometimes you need to think about other people before yourself. You get what I'm saying? And men do that. I'm not saying that men don't, but I'm saying that women take it to another level with certain things like that. Women are very well thought out when it comes to keeping a house in order. A man, he's focusing on bills and this and that, but women really help the house go. And a lot of men do too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into gender roles right now, but what I'm saying is basically if like men with on this power trip, it's a lot of men on this power trip. I'm the leader. I handle this. I handle that. This is what I do. That's how my dad used to be. My mother had to report her earnings to him. Why? He you know what he was terrible at? Managing money. You know
Right.
what she was great at? Managing money. It wouldn't make sense if my wife is an accountant just because I'm supposed to be the leader, do you think it would make sense for me to handle all of the finances? No, that
Right.
would be putting us in a, that would be weakening us. You
Right.
get me? So sometimes to be a leader, you must learn to delegate things to people,
Nah,
opening up your
but
mind to
but
other
D,
ideas that are not of your own. That's what a real
but
alpha male is. That's what a real leader is.
If
but
y'all
D,
know
Take
man.
care of
anything about like
everybody in the
those
pack.
the Ra rules, the rules of Ra, I forget what they're called, but it's like you really can't do anything without doing the opposite. So like if you teach, you learn. So they say like it's like teach, learn, or learn, teach. If you learn, you teach. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
If you lead, you follow. You follow, you lead. You lead, you follow. You know what I mean? Like you can't be a good this without being a good that type of shit. I don't know if y'all
Right.
understand that
No, I
Nah,
Yeah.
get,
but
I get
but
what you're saying. I get
but
what you're
but
saying.
but D, man, but D, I think that's a belittling situation though.
How
You
so?
know, I think that's belittling because
How so?
if a woman could go around and say that I make more than you and say all type of disrespect, that's belittling that man. That's really crushing his confidence and him as a man and disrespecting him. You know
I
what I
get it.
mean?
Yeah,
Because
I
him
feel
as
you.
the man,
That
as the
would be bad.
provider, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? That's really disrespectful. I think if you on equal playing field, your wife should report to you and let you know everything that's going on, just like you should
No,
let
that's fine. You should
her
let
know
them
what
know.
everything's going on.
You should let them
You know
know.
what I mean?
But you shouldn't have to, they shouldn't have to control how the finances are dispersed when somebody
Or,
else
or
is,
don't you think a lot
hold
of
on.
women do that though?
If somebody else is better educated, but it's not about gender roles. It's about with common sense. If, if, if your woman went to school to be a doctor and you went to school to be a plumber, if there's a fucking leak under the sink, it would be dumb to tell your doctor wife, yo, you the leader of the household, get up under there and fix that. Because you are the head of the household. That would not make sense. But when you flip it, when you flip the roles back, it's like telling a dude who never cooked anything to cook for his family. Or telling a woman that's great at something that she can't do it because you're the leader. That's not smart. You're not being a smart leader. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm
right.
saying. You have to listen. If a woman can tell you how to be better at something, like your woman can tell you, oh, you let people get to you too much. You need to not do this. You need to not do that. You shouldn't eat this. You shouldn't eat that. You need to slow down on your sodium intake. You need to drink more water. You can't be like, no, bitch, I'm the leader. More Twinkies, more ice cream, more Cocoa Puffs. You're a fucking
But
idiot.
but but no, but that goes on in the household every day. You know,
But
women
it
and men
shouldn't.
have their
That's what I'm
disputes
saying.
and
That's what I'm
arguments.
saying. We need, as
So I'm
men, we should listen to women and not try to control everything because you don't know everything just because you have a dick, bro.
One of the major aspects of a good leader, man, is being a good follower, bro. You know
but
what I
don't
mean?
but you
Exactly.
but well, hold on,
You know what I
city.
mean?
Don't you
The
think women be picking the wrong men that's not on their level
Yeah,
And we
but
that
do
they
the
could
same.
talk
also,
that
yeah,
to?
We
but
do the
check this
same.
out.
We do the same.
Men be picking the wrong women too. That's why the shit don't be working out. We all gotta do
Yeah.
better. It's not nobody's fault. You know what I mean? We just gotta find a way to come together. And that's why these conversations I feel like are dope. You know what I mean? That's why having sisters on the panel is dope. Because we need to have both sides. This way we could come together, start working on these families, start work. Then guess what? The next thing when you start working on the families, then the mental health is positively affected. You know what I'm saying? Once the mental health is positively affected, learning outside of the box might be positively affected, which is where we start getting into like D's plan of teaching everybody trades and shit like that. You know, that's how it starts with somewhere and we get our mind right. We come together, man. We can't do it as men and just be like, yeah, a bunch of dicks. We gonna figure it all out.
Nah,
Nah,
we gonna fight
you know
each
what I
other.
mean? We need the ladies, bro.
Most of the time, we just gonna fight each other. Another thing, bro, like I get called Captain Save a Hoe. I'm caping for hoes. All of this and all of that, just for protecting women, bro. Yo, that
Nah,
they
man,
are our part. Yo, what will we do? I'm just saying, bro. What will
they're
we do
very
without them?
important.
What would we do without them, bro?
You're right. We were
Nobody's
fucking
saying
We'll
singing.
nobody.
go.
Wild.
We will go extinct in 5 years.
Yeah, because we'll be killing each other
Exactly.
off, man. You know, I heard a comedian say to the ladies, they was like, "Listen, ladies, you know, suck a dick, save a life." You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, man, we would be fucked up without women. You know what I mean? We
Yeah,
need
bro.
when you come home from these wars, or we come home from, you know, being in the world, trying to get ahead in the world, and being held down and jumping over hurdles and all of that stuff. We need our queens right next to us,
Yeah,
man. You know what I mean? Rub
I
our
agree.
back, or
I agree.
be like, yo,
I
I
agree.
handled this for you.
I
You
agree.
know what I mean? I
I
handled
agree.
this for us. Put it like that. You know what I
I
mean? I
agree.
did this for the house. I did that for
And
the
the
house.
last thing I want to say, and so I can, let other people get some airtime. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Is, bro, we don't like, and all of that player shit. That I'm that nigga that, like, that whole, bro, that don't work on every female, bro. And we need to start. And I said it a million times. We need to start differentiating the difference between a bitch, a hoe, and a woman. We need to stop grouping them all the same.
Well,
You get
help
what
us
I'm
out,
saying?
No,
man.
but
Help us
D,
out.
but hold on, D,
Well
D.
said,
I
Stop
well
doing
disagree.
that.
said,
No,
well
no, I
said.
disagree with him.
Stop
No,
doing
no, no,
that.
I disagree with him. I disagree with D
Of
now.
course
Now,
you
hold on.
disagree.
I disagree because if a woman act like a bitch, you know what I mean, and she has bitch tendencies, then you have to call her a bitch. But
Okay,
every woman
okay.
is not
So
a
now
bitch.
we're gonna
What
break
are
down.
bitch
Yeah, what
tendencies?
what are bitch tendencies? Because this is
I
what
mean,
this is what we tend to do. We take these social constructs, these ideologies, and then push them and deem them as as normal.
I,
That
I
because a
mean,
woman's a bitch. I'm not saying there's not
no,
women that do carry themselves a certain way, but it's not all females, and it doesn't mean because you understand what I'm saying? Because
yeah, but
what
she
it
has
sounded
was
like really now,
That's what
it
I was
sounds
gonna ask
really like
D.
she has
slightly
was
like
bitch
degrading.
tendencies.
What was it, D?
D
I mean,
D
what
made
was
three
it, City?
different specifications. What are they? D, a bitch, a hoe, and a woman, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, break it down so you know whoever's
I
listening
break
and all of
I
us.
break it
You know what I'm
down.
saying?
I break it
Okay.
down.
You can comment. D
I
brought it
mean,
up. Let's let D break it down, and you can speak on it. Bullets after he's done.
most of the time, bitches and hoes can be synonymous. But a hoe is a promiscuous woman, a woman that'll fuck you and everybody else. That doesn't really have any. She doesn't have much self respect for herself. You get what I'm saying? A lot of
Okay.
times. That's not even all the times with that. It's somebody that may have sex with people as a paid profession. That's a hoe. You know what I mean? If you want to be a little bit more
Technical.
technical about it.
Got you. Okay.
But okay, so a bitch could just be a nasty attitude, a scorn, bitter, nasty, hateful, you know what I'm saying, spiteful. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now I feel you.
Type of deal. But a woman, they have self-respect, they have morals, values, they work, they educate themselves, they take care of themselves, they take care of their families, they treat you with respect and actually demand respect
Therefore,
in
demand
return
respect.
for the way
Can
that
I
they
ask a
carry
Exactly.
question,
themselves.
gentlemen? Yeah, without cutting in.
Yes, ma'am.
Do
Yes,
excuse me.
ma'am.
Yeah, but can I ask the gentleman because I hear obviously the word bitch and what is it hoe and all this is quite interchangeable. Yeah. So who do you think makes a bitch or a hoe?
Nobody makes a bitch or a hoe, and I got and I told you this the last time. Nobody makes a bitch or a hoe. Nah, Nita, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
bullet. Nobody.
nobody
So
makes.
what? So
Okay.
okay.
If you
So
are
you
put
lot
this
have any? Oh
woman, hold on.
wait.
Hold on.
Hold on. I've not said nothing yet. I just asked a question. It was open ended. There was a comma. Let me come back. Yeah. And what I would
Come on,
also
sis.
like to ask. Hold on a minute,
That's a
man.
good question. I like the question. I like the
I'm
And
question.
what
telling
I
you,
would
come on with it.
also like to ask the gentleman is, yeah, if any of you have daughters, yeah, are you growing up your daughters to be
Oh, man.
bitches, hoes, or women? Seemingly, as that's how you categorize women. Yeah. So
Listen,
for
listen.
those of you that have daughters, I would like to ask, how are you growing them? Are
Can I
you
please
growing them to be a
can I please
bitch?
answer this?
Yeah. Are
I
you
want to
growing
answer
them
No,
to
this.
be a
let
hoe?
the
Or
fellas
are
with
you growing
children.
them
to be a woman, because you know
Let the fellas with
there's so
children
much,
speak
there's so much,
first.
there's so much
Done.
space
No,
for
no,
So
I
one.
want to answer this. I
But
want to
Hold
you,
on,
answer this
Bullet.
from C
but
first.
she
Hold
asking
on,
it
Bullet.
to
I'm
the
gonna let
men.
you answer after it because I got daughters.
Uh,
Yeah.
So, um, I don't believe that I'm growing them to be bitches or hoes. I'm growing them to be women. Now, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that they carry themselves as such, right? But after a certain age, or depending on the decisions that they make in terms of the people that they keep around them, I might not be able to help with everything I've put into my
Exactly.
child over the
Exactly.
years if they be
Circumstance.
called a bitch or a hoe. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So for you know what I mean? Like that's why I wanted
Cool.
D to clarify for us, you know what I'm saying, for everybody in the world or whoever watches, whenever, you know what I mean, like what it is so that we could all be conscientious of it, you know what I mean? Because somebody who might call my daughter a bitch or a hoe might see this and be like, oh, okay, that's a respectable young lady. Let me maybe I shouldn't call her a hoe. I like my nigga D on these hangouts. I follow him and he be spitting that.
Topic for a
So you
little
know what I
bit.
mean? It might be
Cool,
something
cool,
like
brother
that.
D. Give thanks. So what I want to just add to that then, as a little caveat to that, is like I said before, and who turns women into bitches, hoes, and women? Yeah.
nobody turns them into
No, no,
bitches
no,
and
no. I'm
hoes.
gonna, like I
Let me.
said,
Uh,
Can I answer
I'm
that?
gonna
Can I
leave
answer
it
that
there.
question?
Well,
We can
I
come
mean,
back to it, Bullet.
topic.
You understand? But I'm still gonna leave it there because if you listened to what your brother just said, yeah, he said he can send his daughter into the world to be
okay,
that
I'm gonna
fine
answer you,
woman.
Nani.
But
And this is what city you was talking to.
no, no, I'm not dispute. Sorry.
No. I know it was City that was talking just now. I'm the one with daughters, and I was the one answering your question. And
That's
so
what
to
I'm
answer
saying,
your
babe.
original
That's what I'm
to answer
saying.
your
And then
original
you,
question of who
Put it
makes
right here.
bitches and hoes, it's these probably misguided young men. You're
thank you
right.
very much,
You know,
sir. Thank you very much.
I
Thank
can't
you.
call. I
mhm.
can't call them. No. I can't say that. I disagree. I can't call them
I
misguided
disagree
young
too.
men.
Well, you're
Okay,
right. You're right,
because
Bullet.
where,
They
where
might
I
grow
come
up to
from,
just actually be nice.
where I come from, if a chick is acting snobbish and got a stink attitude, and you might say good morning, or you may say how you doing, you might hold the door for her, and she might have a nasty attitude, and she don't say nothing, and then you turn around and you say, yo, bitch, you know what I mean? They understand that. Because sometimes a lot of these stupid
Are you
bitches don't
listening to
understand.
yourself, Bullet? No, wait,
No, no,
Pellet.
no, 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 no.
Wait.
But
Before you go
Nani,
into a sermon, wait, Pellet, wait. Before you go into a
Can we
sermon,
not name call? Can we not name call,
yeah.
please?
I want you to actually listen to what you're saying, yeah. And I want you to actually think about what. Don't just let the words roll off your mouth. You understand me? I want you to actually listen to what you are saying. You understand me? Yeah.
Nanita, let me say something real quick, Nanita.
I'm listening to what I'm
We
saying.
Yes,
don't
sir.
we don't need to let's not address like
No, 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 no,
especially
no, no, no.
hold on bullets because she you know what I mean, I just want to make sure that we all got the format.
What did I say?
We No, you didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing. Everything is
Oh,
good. But we don't want to make it, we don't want to direct whatever we have to say in regards to whatever somebody says towards the person. You know what I mean? So if we could be like yo, we can't be doing this. Or instead of saying you I want you to think and don't let the words just roll off your mouth, we could say something like we gotta be thinking before we just be talking and just letting the words come. Am I making sense? This way it doesn't come.
I hear what you're saying, and
And also,
Yeah.
the
I will
name
try
calling,
and.
the name calling,
I
name
didn't.
calling.
Did
Yeah.
I call anyone? I don't.
No, you
What did
said
I say?
pellets. You said pellets. Let's just call them. You know what I mean? Everybody, whatever they names
Oh,
say. We got a
oh,
clean slate. He
I know you're
behaved. You
used
know,
to it.
okay.
I know you're used to
doing really
saying it. I
good.
know you're used to saying it.
Yeah.
I'll just say Gotti then, yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah, Gotti, yeah,
It's
because
all love. But
yeah, all right,
we don't
Gotti then.
even really want to address Gotti, or we don't want to address D
No,
or
but
me or yourself. You know, we wanna kind of teach. You know what I mean? Teach and learn and shit like that. So whenever somebody say something, we just be on some like, well,
I
if I
am
don't agree,
sorry. The only reason why directed at himself is because he said he disagreed. Yeah, he said that if he gave the scenario that if as a guy you're talking to a girl in the first instance she's not paying you no attention, yeah, he's calling her a bitch.
Right.
You understand me? So
But
I
it
want
might
him to
be
try
other
to.
kids. But it might be other kids with that same mindset. So let's not make it towards
Nah,
And
nah,
that's what I'm
nah.
saying.
But
you know
All
what
right
I'm
then.
saying?
All right then. Let's generalize it.
Hold
Okay,
on,
let's
hold
One
on,
at a
hold
generalize
on,
time,
it.
hold
Gotti.
on.
Hold
All
on,
right,
Gotti.
Let me just
City.
get
One
her.
at a
I
time.
can
One at a
generalize
Let
time,
it.
me
Gotti.
just
I
get
can generalize it.
yeah. I just want to get her on the same page with us so we can have this. It's been going good, you know what I'm saying? And Nanita got a lot of information and insight, bro. So once we could all address the situations and the ideals and the notions correctly, I think we're gonna flow real nice. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm
All right,
saying.
cool, City. I'm gonna try that. So what I'm saying then, yeah, in response to what I heard from somebody, I'm not quite sure who it was, but in response to what I heard, yeah, what I'm saying is,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, boom. And remember, yeah, so I'm a female now, so I can even put myself in that situation, yeah. Okay, boom. I'm out of road. I'm on the road. Yeah, a guy tries to talk to me. Yeah, I don't know him from Adam. My mum and dad have said to me, yo, don't let nobody just talk to you on the road like that. You understand me? Don't talk to strangers, whatever. Yeah? You
Right.
understand them ones? As you're gonna teach your daughter, City, yeah?
Yeah.
You're gonna teach her,
Yeah.
don't let no guy just come and slide up and talk to you. And you understand me? That's what you're gonna teach her as a dad.
Facts.
You understand? All
Yep.
right, then boom. So that's what I've gone out onto. I've gone out into the community, or what you want to call it, and that's my armor, in it. That's what I've been taught at home, in it. My dad showed me one thing, my mum showed me another thing. But at the end of the day, what it is that I'm not just talking to no man like that. Yes, boom.
Right.
I've gone out and I see a guy. You understand? And he said something to me, and I haven't answered him because why? Mum and dad told me whatever. Worse, my dad's told me definitely because he used to be a dog. Yeah. So he's definitely telling me what to watch out for. Yeah. So I've gone out there, man, I'm not saying nothing to him. Yeah. His first instinct is to call me a bitch or a hoe or you're too nice or whatever. That's his first thing, you know. He's not even thinking as a man that, well, you know what? Fair play. You get me? I've tried to holler her, and you know what I mean. She's got a little bit of armor on, so you understand what I'm saying to you. I've got to tread
Right.
gently. I've got to be a little bit more sophisticated, or whatever. The first thing you're doing is calling me a hoe or a bitch or whatever, and
Right.
that's just because I'm trying to hold myself in a certain manner.
Nah, but you can't have a stink attitude though. Let's
There
be
you go.
real. You can't
There
have
you
a
go.
stink attitude.
I mean, yo,
There
but they
you
do.
go.
Some women do have stink
Nah,
attitude.
man.
Some brothers haven't learned correctly. So that's what I'm saying.
Nah, it ain't. Nah, it
Hold
ain't
on,
about
bro.
learning
Hold on,
correctly, man. If
hold
you
on,
being
bro.
polite to her and she walking by you, stink attitude and all, though you could at least say thank you. You could at least
Bro,
acknowledge.
I
You
hear
don't
you.
gotta. You ain't gotta be disrespectful. Cause
Right.
niggas
So
could
hear this
call you
out.
all type of names.
Hear this out, bro. Nobody is needs to be forced to talk to nobody. You know what I mean? And that's again, that's how you know that
That's what I said. That's what I said.
a lot of brothers is misguided. You know what I'm saying? Just because you say hi to somebody don't mean they gotta say hi back to you. Yes, you can think that that's rude,
But
but
that's proper
you know what I
courtesy
mean?
though, man. Everything is
Nah,
common
it's not.
courtesy, man.
No,
You
it's
gotta
not,
have
man.
common courtesy, bro.
No, it's not, man. No, it's not, man. You know what I
So
mean?
what
You
you,
walking in the woods and you see somebody, you don't gotta say hi, how you doing, hold the door. You might hold your hand up and keep the fuck walking, bro. You're not gonna you walking with six dogs, they walking with six lambs and shit. You're not gonna take your dogs over by the lambs. You're gonna raise your hand and you're gonna keep going, bro. You're not even gonna yell, yo, nice lambs, or nothing like you know what I'm saying? Like nobody got to speak to nobody, bro. The world is what the world is. So we got to teach our
see
young men.
that
If a
that that
woman
that see that's not having common courtesy then. That we gonna let people be disrespectful then.
is
You know
common
what I
courtesy,
mean?
bro.
That that
Letting
that
somebody
that
go about their business. Hear me out. Letting somebody go about their business is common courtesy. You don't know what somebody is walking out the door from. You know what I'm saying? So like for us to think as men that every woman we fucking say hi to, how many niggas you know that just say, hey ma, hey beautiful, like to every bitch walking by, bro? Like, come on, son. Every woman doesn't have to be feeling like they want to be talked to. Every man don't got to be feeling like he want to be talked to. You know what I'm saying? So the common courtesy is being respectful and being aware, knowing that, you know, hey, the motherfucker might don't feel like being talked to.
And that's a
That's
key word, you know. Sorry to cut in, yeah. But you see what you just
how
said
you
there,
good.
brother, about being respectful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's lacking. You
Right.
understand me? Because if a
Right.
man looked at a girl, even if it's not his daughter or his wife or his cousin or his niece, that's the kind of respect that he's supposed to approach her with. But the
Mm-hmm.
man, them, they're not doing that. You understand me? And what I even want to even reiterate on top of that is you will not hear no other community, yeah, break down their women in those three subheadings of bitches, hoes, and women. You would never
And the women in
hear
the community be acting like bitches and hoes
any
I
though.
do. I
other
do.
community. I don't care if
Right.
that's the case or
She
not.
said
The point
any
I'm
other
trying to
Yo,
community.
make
let me
to
ask a
you,
question then,
yeah,
because you seem to have
is
a
that
problem with the three different breakdowns. What's the breakdowns
sorry?
that you have, in your opinion? What's the breakdowns for dudes? You seem to have
Sorry?
a problem with the three different breakdowns that we have for women. What's your different breakdowns to the dudes?
I
Because a
can't
lot
hear
of
you,
them
brother.
here is
All right, I'm gonna tell you his question.
He said, "What's
Cause
the
Taj,
breakdown for dude?"
yeah, you know, he said that it seemed like you're not really cool with the breakdowns that we have for women. Is there a breakdown for dudes, or
we
Now
what's
be
the
listen,
guys
breakdown?
and we
listen,
be
listen.
niggas. We
Wait, so
always
listen,
niggas.
dude, you see already you're assuming what is not to be true and correct. You understand
Yeah,
me?
she's
I
not
didn't
on
make
that.
this
She's
into
not on
no.
that.
I ain't made this into no
Nah, nah,
man
No, no,
woman
I'm not
thing.
assuming.
Yeah,
he's
look
No,
at
no,
this. Go
I'm
on,
not
talk your
assuming.
talk,
I'm
basically,
not.
fam.
hold on,
Cause
y'all,
you're gonna prove
hold
my
on,
point.
everybody, He's
Let
basically
him
not,
talk.
Assuming though.
he's basically just giving you what he
But
thinks the
not,
generalization
you know. But hold
on
on,
that.
city. You know what I
No,
think? Nani's the problem is. I
no,
think
no, no,
she was
no,
one of
no,
those women that was stuck up
Yo,
back
chill
in the
There
out,
day.
you
bro.
go.
Chill out.
There you
we're not
go.
doing that. We're
Chill
not doing
out.
There
that.
you go.
We're not doing that.
There
So
you
no,
go.
no
No,
more of that.
let him. No,
No more of that.
No,
No, no, no.
city, brother. Let him
Please.
talk, cause that is his truth. So let him talk, man.
I know, but I don't want
Yeah.
to
So
turn it
you
into
think
a
I
free
was stuck
for all.
up? What else?
Let's
Go
not
on.
get in the mud, people. Let's not get in the mud. Let's
Yeah,
calm
yeah,
it
nah,
Yeah,
it's
down.
but
going
what
good.
I'm
We don't.
trying to
Let's
say
just
to
calm
you,
it
I'm
down,
brothers,
not
man.
yeah.
disrespecting her. I'm just saying that
No, it's not no
that's
Hold
the
up,
type of
disrespect.
hold
woman.
up. And let's
That's the
take
type of
10
woman she
seconds. Let's
was.
take 10 seconds with no words, just so we can collect ourselves and come back to this. Because, you know, people can learn from this. And if we start arguing on the panel, the people that's actually listen to this outside the panel, they may be missing things or tuning away. So let's just calm down a little bit. Everybody get their chances to say what they need to say so that we can
Brother
really
D, I'm
learn from
completely
this.
calm.
Thank you, G.
No, I'm not saying
I'm
that you're
so
not.
calm.
I'm speaking to everyone in general.
All right, brother.
Now, no
Just like I
disrespect to
asked her
you,
about 12 play. She
but
know what I
Gotti,
was
just
talking about.
Yo,
chill.
Gotti, that's it, bro. Now, Anita, you were
Mm,
saying something. Um,
No, I mean to be fair,
yeah, but it
to
was
be
it
fair,
was into regards. Somehow, I'm sorry. It was just into regards to what Taj had said when he gave what he thought was the breakdown. He was like, "Oh, we don't get no breakdown. We just niggas." He wasn't saying you're like that. He was saying that's what he think
Yeah, that's
how
just in
women
general
break
in
no,
my
down.
no,
experience.
no, 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 no. So listen, City. First of
Yes,
all, I'm still generalizing within my conversation, yeah. So
okay.
whatever I'm saying, I'm still generalizing, yeah. I am not. There's nothing direct, yeah. I may
Yes, no, we
reply to
follow
what
you.
I've said, but I'm still generalizing. And the point I'm trying to make, you understand what I'm saying to you? Because remember, we got to go a little bit deeper than just the conversation that is being had, yeah? We also have to think about why it is that certain things are a certain way. You understand me? And
Right.
what I'm going to reiterate again is that I don't think there's any other community, you understand me, that would
Mm.
break down their way. I'm not saying that we can't, you know. I'm trying to get us to understand where we are in our shit. You with me? Whereby we have our men breaking down our women in three subheadings. And those headings are hoes, bitches, and women. You understand
Can
me? And
can
what
I
I'm trying to,
interject? Can I interject
of
one
course you
second?
can.
Let me
It
get it after
does
you, D.
it Ether, it does happen. It does happen in other communities. Like in the white community, they don't use the same exact terms as we do per se, but they do call women bitches. But like they might not call them hoes, they call them whores and sluts. Yes, they do.
Okay, so I'm not saying that they may not call some of their women that. I'm not saying that.
No.
But what I am
Those
saying
are
is that I
categories. Those
don't
are
think that I would.
subcategories. Though it's broken.
Sorry.
Like no, you know. It's the same way. They just call it a little different. You know what I mean? I have white colleagues, people that I know to do whatever. We chop it up sometimes. We go to bars, hang out. We might sit there at a restaurant, watch a football game, a basketball game, and they refer to the women that they deal with that aren't from the black community in the same way. They just use different words. Like, oh man, she's a skeezer, she's a whore, she's a slut, she's a bitch, man. They
Okay, so I
definitely do it.
understand what
They
you're
definitely
saying, yeah, and I'm not even gonna disagree, yeah, and I would
I
even
want
go as far as to say,
to chime in when y'all finish.
I would even, no problem,
I want
brother.
to
I
chime
would
in
even
after
go
bro.
as,
After bro, I'm chiming in.
All right.
I
Go
would
ahead, Nine.
even go as,
I was
I
saying, go
would
ahead,
even.
99. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It might be a delay. I was telling you to go ahead, sis.
Oh, sorry, babe. All I was gonna say is that I would even go as far as to agree with what the gentleman just said, yeah, in terms of maybe white people and so forth. You understand what I'm saying to you? But what I want to really try to reiterate and ram home is that even if they may say the words, I don't think it's in their psyche, like I believe that it's in our psyche.
Yeah, cause black
You
woman
understand?
ain't
I can agree. No, I can agree
because
with that.
black
I can
woman got
agree
a
with that.
attitude problem sometimes.
No, it's
That's
not
the
just that. It's
problem.
culture. It's culture, bro. It's culture. It's the music
It's
we
not
listen to,
culture,
the
D.
movies we watch. Yes, it
It
is.
don't got nothing to do with
Yes,
the
it is.
music, man.
No, I
Yes,
ain't
it
got
is,
nothing to
bro.
do.
Like
Culture don't mean music.
I learned that from a long time ago,
But
man. If
culture
a
is
chick
not
act
music,
like a
though, bro.
bitch, if you act like a hoe, you gonna get treated like that.
But listen,
That's how it
let me
is, man.
interject though. Let me
Oh.
interject though. I feel like what we're saying is three different things because when we think about it, a bitch is something. Let's just say a woman is something. Let's just say. I mean, a woman is something, and a hoe is something. A bitch is an action. A bitch is an attitude. So to put that as part of those three subheadings is crazy. You understand? Because a woman can act like a bitch, and a hoe can act like a bitch. A hoe can act like an angel. You know what
I
I'm
said
saying?
that. Yeah, I
And a
said
woman
that.
can
I
act like a
said that.
bitch. So I understand what she's saying that those three subheadings are kind of off because there isn't really a third one. It's almost like two negatives and one positive. And if we view our women with 2 out of 3 negative and one positive, that is kind of fucked up. I kind of see what she's saying by that. Like, which one
No,
is our daughters? Which one do we
no,
aspire
that's
to
what I
raise?
was saying. That's the point that I made earlier as well. We need to start trying, at least trying to differentiate.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because when we speak amongst each other, we don't say what type it is. We just say, man, yo, it was mad bitches at the park. It could be all kind of good ladies over there. It could
Right.
be all kinds of bad ladies over there.
Yo,
But we group them. We group them,
you know
bro.
what you know
I
what my
don't
wife
group
said?
no female, man.
You know what my wife said? She said she noticed that in Afro beats music, she never hears dudes saying bitches. But in hip hop music, everybody's a bitch. Niggas will be niggas, but you'll never hear a dude just be like,
Exactly.
oh, these bitches, these bitches, these bitches. And you never hear that in no other music. You hear that shit in our music. Everybody's a bitch. Everybody's a hoe. There's no songs for queens. There's no songs for women. But everybody's a bitch. Everybody's a hoe. That shit should say
Facts.
something about how we view ourselves, and not just
Facts.
our daughters, but how we view our mothers, bro. You know
Ah,
what I mean?
Facts.
man.
Our black women.
Let's let Rush get in there.
Rap
Yo,
music
No,
wasn't
I
made
agree with that. I agree with
for
that to
no
a certain
R&B
degree.
shit.
yo, Gotti. Yo, Gotti.
Hey,
No,
Let's
I
let Rush
agree to
get
a
in there,
certain
man. He
extent,
wanted
bro.
to. Hold on, D.
what I
Rush.
think it is, a lot of us as black people, it's a definition of speech and it's called. That's the reason why we speak the way we is, and then that's why we have so and double thinking. So when I mean double thinking, it means like we that like it's kind of going along with what D say, how it's kind of our culture where we make up as we go along. Like anybody that comes to this country, it's I get them a hats off as far as learning English because we don't speak proper English. And then the other point I wanted to make as far as I think I forgot Nine. She said something about moms daughters, sisters, aunties, grandmas. Well, on that point, there's a definition called intrinsic value. So that means that those females hold a ultimate value to us males versus any females that's not a part of our family or bloodline. So that, along with double talking and double thinking, this where we get all this confusion from and misunderstanding. And that's all I got to say right there. I'll draw back in though.
Appreciate you, Resh.
Bless
Now
up,
you want
brother
to
D,
comment on that?
man. Yeah, I mean, bless up, brother D. I mean, look, first and foremost, yeah, I
That was
don't want the
brother Resh.
gentleman. Oh, sorry, darling, sorry. But listen, I don't want the gentleman to think that I'm coming here aggy. You understand me? First and
I don't
foremost,
think
because
so.
that is not
I
my
don't think so.
We
that
don't think that.
that's not my intention. You understand what I'm saying to you? But I definitely, you understand what I'm saying to you, have a vibration about this subject. You with me? And
I get that. I get that.
Me and her
yeah,
had like
man.
me and Nanika had 3 conversations on this, and I
No, I
completely
Now,
remember.
yo,
No,
understand
I
it.
remember. I remember. I remember.
yeah, let her say her piece.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, I'm trying to keep it general. You understand what I'm saying to you? But I am a woman, innit? Like I am a woman. You understand? I'm a black woman. You understand me? And I just feel, and also maybe, like I said, maybe because I'm here in Britain, you with me, and I haven't come up as you all have come up. Maybe also that's why my vibration's a little bit different. You
Hey,
understand me,
Nine
Carl?
Ether. Or not? Is
Because
that your name? I'm sorry. Is that your name, Nine
yeah,
Ether?
man. Yes,
So,
sir.
would it's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you think that you females that hold value to yourself need to start slapping and whooping these females or these bitches asses? Because when you think about it, it's those so-called bitches that's cool with that shit and that's been going on those videos and dancing to that shit. I mean, we had the conversation the other night about the Two Live crew. You
Great
know what I'm saying?
fucking point.
Right.
All
So
right
it's like
then.
it's
Good.
like I know
Two
females,
live
y'all
crew.
come at us, but really y'all need to start whooping them bitches and hoes ass for putting y'all in the same group as them.
All right then.
And
So
also I think that you all that whole value shouldn't be taken up for bitches and hoes either if that's not what you are. I
all right, cool. So there was a couple things there. So let me try and address them individually. So the last point when you said that you don't think I should be standing up for bitches and hoes and whatever, yeah. All right,
Yeah,
cool. Let me deal with that bit.
upright sisters be going out and knocking out the bitches and hoes and getting them right on the right page.
Say that again, babe.
He was saying, should the upright sisters, you know what I mean, the women that we consider women, that y'all consider women, big real women, should they start standing up and slapping up the so-called bitches and hoes and kind of getting them together?
Well,
Is
all
that
right
your
then.
Responsibility.
Well, all right then. So
But
let's start at that. Let's start at that point, yeah. Because in essence, I agree with you.
hold on,
You understand me? But again, I have to bring it back to one of my first questions, as in, who's turning these young ladies into bitches and hoes?
hold on. I
You
gotta,
right?
understand me?
I
Because
gotta.
And we answer to that.
because watch. Me as a female now, I can tell my sister or my little sister or my yo A B C D E and F. You understand me? I can definitely do that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now when she goes amongst the man them now, that has to be underpinned. That has to be reiterated. You understand me? Because if I'm sending her out there to go on like a goddess and she's going amongst man them that just treating her like some type of, you understand me? Then obviously she's gonna react like that. Yeah? If you got
Right.
women around man them that are treating her like a goddess, she will not act like a bitch. I am telling you that. And if she act like a bitch in the first couple of days, after a while, she's gonna adjust herself and start acting like the goddess that
But
she's being
then,
treated like.
now I
You
feel you.
understand
But check
me?
this out. Let me flip it.
Yeah?
If
Go on, bub.
Let me flip it.
Flip it.
If the bitches ain't like that shit so much, a lot of the
Man,
niggas wouldn't do it.
you can't turn no
You know
hoe
what I'm
or
saying?
no bitch
Like,
into no
Sorry?
nobody.
Gotti,
Hold on.
Gotti,
Hold on.
hold on. If the women, a lot of men would say, right, that a lot of the shit that we do is because that's what the women like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could tell you as a school dude, I didn't get a lot of girls in school. You know what I'm saying? Guess who did? The fucking worst niggas. You know what I mean? The worst niggas.
Oh,
At the same
okay
time,
then.
who
So
was they
stick a
getting?
pin.
Getting
So
all the
stick a
bitches.
pin. Cool. So stick a pin. So now let's go back to the, way back in the conversation when I can't remember who it was, but he was giving the MO of a man. Yeah.
That was
Remember,
me.
man's
That was
supposed to go
me.
out there.
That's
He's
me.
supposed to be a
That's me.
certain way.
That's
Just,
me. That's
just
me.
fuck their gal.
And I
Don't
told
really give.
and I told
All
you.
right, chill. Let her
And I
talk. Let her talk, bro. Let her talk, bro. Let her get her point out, please. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
bro. Thank you.
Remember, we were given the instruction of an archetypal type of guy. Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
that guy out there is a gallus. He's a scattershot.
no,
He's
he not no gallus. He
him
not
get
no
all
gallus.
about the place.
No,
He
he
ain't
ain't.
stable. He ain't stay in one place. You understand
That's
me?
a
So
that's a
then,
real man. That's a real
oh,
man. No,
and there
that's
you
a
go.
All
real
There
right,
man.
you
let her
That's a
go.
talk,
real
bro.
man.
So if that's there, you see, there you go then. So if that's the real guy, you understand me? If that's the archetypal guy that a female is supposed to go for, then what problems do you think that creates?
That
If
don't
the
create no
Well,
problem.
archetypal guy is
That's
a
a warrior.
waste man,
That's a
Well,
yeah,
warrior. Not
that's
a
the warrior.
waster.
Yo,
That's
yo,
biology. All
That's a
females
there you
warrior.
attracted to
go.
warriors, though.
There
That's
you,
That's
biology.
a warrior.
there you go. There you go.
That's a
He's a
warrior.
warrior. There
I
you
told
go.
you. I told you
There
this
you go.
before.
Yeah,
Warriors
man. So
all
there's your
day.
answer, man. There is your answer.
Wait,
yo,
hold
Yeah.
on, hold on,
we
hold on, hold
love
on,
her.
hold on. I just want to make sure I'm clear on that. You said that because it's a a barrier between. I'm trying to. It's hard for me to understand. Just repeat everything that you just said. You said that the reason that they do this is because of the ideal man is not the right man. Or could you repeat that for me?
Yeah, because I think who was it?
It was me. It was me.
City Lights was saying at the end of the day, when he was at school, he weren't getting the girl them. Yeah.
Right,
It was
right,
the jock kind of guy that was getting the girl them. Yes.
right.
All right, then boom.
Yeah.
So now what I'm saying is now herein lies the problem. Yeah. And then going back to like I said, I can't remember who it was that said it, but
It was
he
me.
outlined
It
the
was me.
archetypal type of guy in it.
all right, yo,
And that
chill.
guy is a scatter shot. That
No, I'm
guy
not.
just
Nah. Don't say that about me because I
Stop saying
spoke the
that
truth
about
and
you.
I told you this
Saying
many
that about
times. I
you.
spoke the truth.
She's saying
Yo,
that
she's
about the
speaking
kind of guy that
generally.
you
She's
described, brother.
speaking generally. She's
Right?
speaking
She's saying
generally.
that about
Like
the kind of guy that
like
you
like like I told Nanita,
She's
that's a
speaking
warrior.
generally.
That's a
We're
real
doing
just.
it
man.
personal, bro.
Yo,
you
We're not
bro.
doing
see,
the
you
personal thing.
Thank
see,
you. Go
like
ahead.
I don't know what you lot want me to do, man,
You good,
because
Don? You good, Don?
obviously I'm
Hey,
gonna
can y'all catch me up on the
This is
conversation? And
this
because
is
y'all
all
said some stuff that
sexual.
I didn't
This
hear.
is all sexual tension here, man. All
Yo,
sexual
I got
tension.
this
This
is
is
what
what
I'm
it is.
saying.
Me and Nanita.
You
Yo,
see,
bullet.
this is
allow that chat.
now,
Allow
now,
that chat. Don't be
no, no,
disrespectful into
let
my
him
sister.
talk it, yeah. But this is what I want you lot as man, yeah, to appreciate that me and other females have to deal with. You understand? Cause we're here talking something, and this Batio is trying to say now, we got sexual tension. This
Yeah,
little fool that's just
that's
started
not cool,
shaving,
bro.
and
That's
I'm
not cool.
guaranteeing you has wet dreams still, is gonna
Nah,
come and
nah,
talk to
nah.
about to big
Don't
blood
don't
clink
scoop.
woman like this
Don't
is what I'm
scoop.
saying, man. I can't. Yeah, I know. I hear what you're saying, City Lights,
I
but
hear you. Yo,
he is a
bullets. One more time,
reflection
bro, and
of the
we
youth,
gotta
them,
say
man.
goodbye, bro. One more time, bullets, man. We got love for you, but we gotta have to say
Nah,
goodbye, bro.
city. I didn't disrespect
Just
her,
saying,
city. I did not disrespect her.
The bullet,
nah, it's all
just
good,
like
bro. But
I
you
ever
know,
tell big old man about sexual tension,
it's
bedroom.
all
We are talk about bedroom.
nah,
We had this same
Yes, dude.
conversation before.
No,
yo,
We
I'm
had this
gonna tell you
same
what it is.
conversation
let's let
before.
it,
I'm
yo,
gonna
bullets.
pause
Yeah,
my
but this is a
phone.
different conversation, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? This is different. Hold on, let me talk for a minute. Let me talk
Go
for a
ahead,
minute. Let me
D. I
talk.
was trying to give you the floor.
But just listen. Yo, we gotta respect each other in here, dog. We're not doing all that talking over people, giving people our thoughts. It's not about your thought versus her thought. This is a panel. This is a unit. We trying to move as one in here. So
Right.
whatever personal discrepancies you have, you give her a private call and chop it up with her.
I don't
If
have no
she,
discrepancy with her.
hold on, bro, yes you do. If you want to allow that, but she's addressing the panel in certain types of people, certain types of ideas. This is what we're
Facts.
talking about.
I feel
We're
you.
not talking
Facts.
about anybody personally. We're generalizing it purposely so that we won't have this situation here now.
And so
So
that you can stay with us, bullets, honestly. So, you know
yeah,
what I mean?
and also you can tell what you feel, how you feel. Do it in place and articulate things. Don't just say blanket. Don't just throw out those blanketed statements about sexual frustrations and all of this and that, bro. You can't prove that. That is not a fact. That is a thought in your head. You cannot put that on another woman, bro. That's making it personal. You get me?
Right.
You can't do that. We gotta just chill a little bit and like try to open your mind to what she's saying. You don't have to
Yeah, this is
accept
some
it.
big
At
shit,
least
bro.
try
Be a
to
part of
at
some big
least try
shit.
to at least try to understand it. You feel me? That's what I was saying earlier about we need to learn how to listen to women. We
And
don't have it,
learn
bro.
from women.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. We don't have to agree with everything, but as our partners in life, bro, we need to at least try to understand and listen to one another.
Yeah, how they
And
feel,
when
what
we
they
and,
say, it matters. It's
yeah, and
important.
when we doing the back and forth and the no, you're not open to gaining perspective, bro. You're just trying to argue your perspective. Just
All
try to
right.
take a step back and just look at the full picture of what they're saying because this is a dope conversation. I like it. I'm actually
Okay.
driving around
Yo,
listening
D, you
to it
heard me
like,
disrespected, OD?
Nah, chill.
nah,
We
bro,
ain't going
yeah.
back and forth, bro. Just
It's
hear
not
what D's
about
saying, bro, and
disrespect,
process
bro.
it.
It's about I would say
It's for
it
all of us.
disrespectful to the panel, not to her, because we're trying to focus on a situation, certain
I'm just
situations,
analyzing. I'm
circumstances,
just
Hey,
analyzing the
goals,
D, hey,
situation.
D, did
ideas,
Gotti do it again?
ideas. No, no, no.
Chill, chill.
Chill, bro. Chill. We're not doing that either. We're not calling nobody out. We're not
I ain't
singling
calling
anybody
nobody out.
out.
I'm asking a question.
All right, chill,
Bro,
chill,
but you
chill. But he's
but you taking the
talking though.
attention
I think
to
I
something
think people get
else.
me wrong. I think people get me wrong.
Yo, Gotti,
Yeah,
bro.
All
we
I
do
do
get
is
you wrong,
analyze
bro. We do
people.
get you
Yo,
wrong.
Gotti,
You
bro.
know what I mean?
I feel you, bro.
Mute up,
I can
Gotti.
analyze a
Mute up,
person,
Gotti.
but it is. But I'm
Mute up, bro. Please. Thank you.
No,
Go
just
ahead, G.
just chill. Just chill for a minute. Other people gonna talk, collect your thoughts, and speak in turn. You get me? The floor will be yours, but we have to share as
Is
a panel, bro.
is Empress
There's not.
is Empress still here?
Yeah, she's
I,
here, bro.
I see the conversation kind of switched since the last time she spoke, and I know she said she was one that kind of understood the poly situation and the situation with men and different things like that. I kind of wanted to get back to that, man. I wanted to see what she thought about. I haven't heard from her in a minute, her or Spice.
I'm here. I'm here. Just, yeah, ask me, brother. What are you gonna ask?
thank
I'm
you.
say again.
Yeah, I'm here, brother.
She said,
What do you
"Ask
wanna
the
ask?
question." What's the question?
I mean, I just want to see what I haven't heard from her since the conversation kind of took a new direction. I just want to see what her
Yeah.
thoughts was on this in general.
On what?
Since we learning from women in general, just her general perspective on it. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
polygamy.
On what exactly? On what
On
exactly?
what the conversation. I got her thoughts on polygamy, but where it went right now about the classification of women, the sluts. I mean, the
Okay,
hoes, the
got you,
bitches.
Taj.
You
Oh
Got you,
feel
well,
got
me?
you, got
time out, D. I'm gonna let you do it, D. But Resh, the brother Resh, had asked if we could catch up everybody that might have joined the panel newly
Catch him up.
on what we talking about. You heard me, D?
You want me to
you.
break it
Yeah,
Yeah.
down?
I
All I
just
would
wanted y'all to
say,
give me just give me a little quick rundown because I ain't want to say
All
something
right.
and y'all
Well,
already
well,
spoke
it
on it. You
started
know what
off.
I'm saying?
It started
Yeah.
off.
Go ahead, Taj.
We was talking about threesomes and
Mm-hmm.
what the criteria was for that. If it was like a time limit for that, like
Mm-hmm.
what would the trust issues would be, what's the aftermath and the residual effects, right? Then it kind
Mm-hmm.
of went into effect of like classifying each other. Oh, you fucking with a hoe, or you fucking with a bitch. So we kind of the young lady,
Oh,
the sister asked what was the classifications, and we kind of gave like a general classification about women, hoes, and bitches, and then it kind of went there with that. Then it was a classification of dudes being dudes or niggas, and then we kind of went into learning from women, and it's just about really women and men interactions with each other and how we could be better, pretty much
right.
in a nutshell.
Right. Okay. Now I grasp because it's like when you come in the middle of a conversation and that you I don't really want to say too much because y'all have probably answered what I'm about to
Nah,
say or
you on
whatever and
point.
shit.
You on point.
Right. Right. Okay. I get how it got there. So I'm good. I ain't want to we ain't gotta stop nobody wisdom. What was somebody about to say next? My bad.
Nah, I was
It's
just
all
trying to.
good,
Um,
Rush.
yeah,
You said
Nanita and D was kind of having a conversation. That was pretty good.
Hey, so did y'all ever get to a conclusion on that?
nah.
Nah, we didn't get. We were getting closer. We were getting
Well, as
closer.
far as the polygamy part and the
Start to
polygamy,
change
or as far as what?
Just polygamy and threesome, and then moving on. What
So,
you said
So
well,
time
can
we
limit
kind of
or
came
whatever.
I ask a quick
to an
question
agreement.
regarding this polygamy thing? Because I didn't really. So
We kind
do
of came
the
to an agreement.
gentlemen do the gentlemen believe that that as a nation or as a community or however you want to break it down, that we are in a mental place to even try polygamy.
I want to answer second.
Hey yo,
Okay,
Ja, jump off, man. Drop
I'm
off,
gonna say this.
Ja.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
Go
We
ahead, D.
can't.
You answer first. Rest, you answer, then
When
I'm
we
gonna answer
say
after you.
when we say, and mine is going to be short because
Mine
I'm
gonna be
out here.
short too.
I'm out here trying to run. I got some things to do. But what I want to say is to say we. That's a bit general. It's subjective.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everything ain't for everybody.
It's nuanced because it's different people. There are people
Mm-hmm.
that are ready for it, that can do it. It's people that aren't ready for it, that aren't fit to do it.
All right,
It's
fair
some.
play,
It's some
fair
people.
play, fair
It's
play.
some people. It's some people that shouldn't be fucking altogether.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So
$100.
Mm-hmm.
who on the panel is pro polygamy then? Who's about this
Well,
polygamy on the panel then?
I'm
I'm
about
pro
that shit.
polygamy as far
I'm
as the
pro.
concept of it. You understand? I understand the concept. I understand as far as where building can come from, as far as more heads being better than none, and being surrounded by love. But for me personally, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much. Like, it will be too much to manage. Like, some people said the other day they gotta have separate houses. Now I'm going across town. I'm trying to manage
Nah,
2 different houses. If it's in the same house now, it's that dynamics. It's 100 questions a day. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I get it. I agree with it, but it's just not for me, I don't think.
yeah. I'm
Right.
pro. I'm pro. But did you have a question for me since I am pro, Nanika?
Get it.
Nanika?
What's your reason for being pro, babe?
I don't think everybody should be it, but personally, I'm pro because I believe that it's good for economic reasons. You know what I mean? I believe that it's helpful for the community, especially if you're the type of guy that's going to take in somebody that has children and be able to be a good father to those children and integrate them into your family correctly. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's for everybody. I don't think
Yeah.
every man deserves it. I don't think every man should try it. I don't think
Huh?
every woman should be in it. I don't think it's for every woman. I don't believe that. But personally, you know what I'm saying? I am pro.
Can I say
So
something?
in terms of economics, what do you mean? I don't understand.
Well, I mean, I feel like three incomes in one household it allows you to build wealth faster. It allows you to invest, open up, or start businesses faster.
That's true.
It allows you to bring your children into a family business. You can probably have one of the wives stay home. If it's a woman that's doing it, one of the husbands can stay home, homeschool.
Okay, so would
You
you
could,
be in a relationship where I've got yourself and a next man and then there's me?
I want to say
if,
something.
if you accomplishing all of my dreams, you know what I'm saying, and all of my dreams and goals and fantasies, it works within that program that you presenting me. I might be. I haven't been presented with that program yet. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't leave my program for some new program. You know what I mean? I would try to, if somebody came to me with a new program like that, I would try to see if I could get her in my program. You know what I mean? Or if there's a way we could come together. You know what I'm saying? But me, You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying no. I just haven't been presented with that option. I'm actually being open minded to it because if I get everything I want out of life from that plan, from that program, I'm not gonna act like I'm smarter than the smartest woman in the world or a woman that just is smarter than me with a better plan. You know what I mean? I'm
Yo,
open. I got
but
shit I'm trying to do. Go
Fair
yo,
ahead,
play,
Rush.
man.
brother. Fair play,
Well,
man.
but
Fair
city,
play.
but city, man, but city.
Hold
You
on, bro.
said
Hold on, Bullet. Rush gotta go, bro. Rush was supposed to go.
Yeah, you jumped in
He was
right
short.
after
Hey,
Rush.
hey, it's a lot of points y'all made, man. I want to just have patience with me. I'm gonna try to fly through them quick. Um, I don't fuck with the word polygamy because it don't come from our perspectives. It comes from white people perspectives. I don't really think what they have in mind is what we had in mind before colonization. So I wouldn't say polygamy. Am I with one more than one partner? Yes. You had asked about the economic part. I'm gonna take it a little personal. Now I have two children's mom. I have a daughter by a female. I have a son by a female, and my son's mother, shit, she making like 33 on one job and 32 on the next job. My daughter's mom making like 25 on one job. And myself, look, I'm the low ball. I'm making 22 on another job. But if all of us was in the house together, oh, we would be balling.
Fact,
We would be
fact,
straight. You dig what I'm saying? And I would
fact,
be there with my children. And then on another note, that's why
facts.
I don't say that. I don't say with the whole polygamy word because in so many words in the black community, we're already practicing polygamy and polyandry because I got baby mamas and I don't know who they fucking. And guess what? When I come over there, I might happen to do something. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like we already doing it, but we doing it in an unconstructive way. And I think that's another reason why our community is failing because I think it's something about us that's naturally that is what it is. Now, do I say all males and all? No, that's like I agree with D and City. No, everybody that is not for everybody. Everybody shouldn't be allowed to do that. Everybody shouldn't. And then at the same time, let's just be real. I think Yashar had came on and I agree with what he said about like it's a time where you get with a female and she might not be able to have a child. My daughter's mom, I was with her 8 years before we had my daughter. You dig? And the doctor said she couldn't have nothing. So what if we got with another female around year 5? You dig what I'm saying? Just to help us with it's a whole bunch of things that go into that. But all to sum it up, we're already practicing it in the black community. We're just doing it unconstructively.
That's respect, bro. That's respect. Those is big points, man.
Yeah, well, that's well put, bro.
Any of the ladies want to say anything? Nanita, you wanna twist that? Else we gotta let Bullets say his piece.
yeah,
I
man.
mean, look, it was a beautiful delivery.
Yo,
I
Nanita,
can't.
what up?
Blessings, brother. Blessings,
Father, what
blessings.
up?
Yeah, it was a nice
Well, Prado.
delivery. I can't lie. I nearly got caught in it myself. Yeah, I did.
Word.
I nearly
Yo,
caught.
Bullets, what you want to say, Bullets? Talk to the people, Bullets.
I mean,
Blessing, guys, everybody. Hi, people.
Hey, Finest.
What's
Welcome,
going on
sis.
with it,
Hi,
partner?
thanks for having me.
Do you ladies want to say something then?
Hey, baby.
Hold on. Is that the real finest or is that a clone car? Last conversation I had, so I'm just making sure now.
It's not a clone, it's an
Finest.
exception.
All right. That's
There's
definitely.
no comments, there's no nothing. It's an exception. These are cool peoples. Other
Hey,
than
All right,
uh,
wine,
I'm
all
seeing
right. A
some.
little joke. We are boss
No,
man.
no,
Jeez,
not with
hey,
man.
you. My
cinnamon.
voice.
Cinnamon, tell him you run
Hey,
that ting now.
cinnamon.
Have a wine.
How you
All
Oh
doing,
right,
God,
cinnamon?
I'm
peace.
having
Wine.
a
Bless up
fucking brandy,
anyway.
love.
Nice
I'm
to hear
having a
your voice,
brandy.
man.
Yeah, bless up,
All right, chill,
sister.
chill.
No, I'm not peed with anyone on here. I'm alright.
All right,
Hey,
so what's your
Did
cinnamon.
you?
How
thoughts on
you
what we
doing?
just said though? Finest, what I know you've been hearing. What you got to say?
Could you just recap me, please? Because I was on mute for a minute. I wasn't with my
Yo,
earphones.
Taj, you wanna give the recap, bro? You gave a beautiful one to the brother
Oh
Resh.
no, what's my bad. I hate forgetting people's name. Taj, bro. He
Yeah,
he,
that's
he
what I
actually
said,
broke it
Taj.
down. Yeah, bro. You could break it down for her.
Hey, baby. How you doing?
All right. We started off with the
I'm
threesomes.
fine,
We started off
thanks.
with the
You
threesomes
alright?
and polyamory, all the polys. and multiple partners, and what was the pros and the cons of it, what was the back end effects of it. We started off talking about
Wow.
the foundation of it, and you know what's involved, like how much trust needs to be, how much time in needs to be. And then it kind of morphed into defining how men define women as bitches, women, or hoes. You know what I'm saying? And we kind of had some valid points where people were saying it's just a cultural thing within our culture. Um, kind of went from that. And Brother Rest just dropped a couple of good points about how it's a necessity in certain parts, as far as we're having babies and, holding each other down. And
Mhm.
economically, City was talking about economically, how it could work. And probably forgot something, but that's it in a nutshell across the board.
Okay. Yeah. Right, guys. Good evening.
Good
Gang,
evening.
gang.
um. So first and foremost, economically, if that can work for your household, um, and the trust is real, it's not a pretense, especially on the woman's side. I find sometimes women are inclined to go with things, not because it's that they don't want it, but maybe because they know that's the best thing to do. So they're just like, yeah, I'll try, we can do that. And really, it's not for them, it's not in their heart. And years down the line, it could really affect things. If the woman's like a headstrong woman, she could just get to that point and be like, this is it, I'm done, you lot carry on with your business, or and that's going to cause a rift. So I do think it's down to the individual of both partnerships, the male and the female, on where you're at with yourself. A lot of the men I know, they're not into sharing their women. So yeah, economically, that is like the greatest thing. If we like, do you know what I mean? You can come together with your sisters, your brothers, like just obviously they're not sisters and brothers, but like that's basically what it is. You're gonna be living that life. You're gonna be sharing the kids. You're gonna be sharing the load, the finances, all on that side. Yeah, it is definitely a win-win. I do see the logic of it. I understand it, but I feel like it's definitely down to the individual on what your threshold can accept. Because me personally, I'm a very secure woman. I'm not really a jealous type. Yeah, I have jealous traits just naturally, but I don't mind my man going out, and I'm secure. If he makes me feel secure, I'm secure. Like I don't mind when he's coming back, or as long as you're coming back. So, you know, it's like for me personally, I don't think that would really be working. And I'm kind of hesitating because I'm trying to think about it, but I got to be true to myself and the panel. And I don't really think, because yeah, we can do all this sharing the household and sharing the bills and sharing the loads of the kids. I love that, especially the kids shit. I'm all into the kids. Let's do that.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about sharing my man sexually, now that's where the line's going to be drawn. Because we're going to be taking turns. What's this set? Like, it just.
Well, what about those that say you're gonna be taking turns anyway because all men cheat or some shit like that? Like, what do you say to
I
that?
don't know all
But that's
men
the
cheat.
bullshit that women
Yeah,
shouldn't accept. We don't
I don't,
accept that nonsense.
I don't
Yeah,
know
that's the
all men
narrative
Oh,
that
cheat.
man wanna come put, and that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
heard a
oh,
man say that
oh.
it's in that
let
like
me
God
just.
said that man must go out and do that.
No,
Who
I
said that?
no,
said
Because I
that.
want
no.
I
proof of that.
said
All
that.
right, can I
I
just
Proof.
said
finish
that.
and then I'll give
Provide
the
your
floor
proof,
to
bullet.
I
Sister
told you it's in the
Naifa,
Bible.
yeah? I'll give
Provi-
it to
Hold
I'll
on,
give
y'all.
the
Hold on,
floor
y'all.
Nah,
to
Let's
I
find
Sister
don't
it.
want to hear that it's
Naifa.
in
Let's
the
find it.
Bible, bullet. I want proof that God said it.
Um
All
I
right,
so
go
said it's
ahead,
a
find it.
story called
um
King
Hold
Solomon.
on, bullet.
yeah,
Sorry?
so
Bullets. Hold on. Go ahead, find it.
um
Go ahead, find it.
yeah, can you guys hear me? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
love.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can hear
okay.
you.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Yeah, we hear you.
what was the last bit that because I got interjected so I forgot what I was gonna say. About what did you say to me, Lights? About something. You said something specific. Because it was on my head.
I was saying you were saying it's not for you, or you don't want to share when it
Oh
comes to
yeah,
the
the
sexual
cheating
part.
thing. That's right. Yeah. So for
Yeah.
me, as a woman personally, I can't sit here and say I know all men cheat. I can't vouch for that. I've had 2 partnerships, 2 boyfriends, and one's my daughter's father. And if they were cheating, they were A1 cheats. Then 20 billion gold stars to them. Because I never sniffed
Mm-hmm.
I never felt no weird shit or no out of line. You start getting that feeling even as a man. I'm sure you start, you get those things like it's like you want to start searching in phones and whatever people do when they're going through these situations. I can honestly say I've never been in that situation, in a relationship. So I know men are out there cheating like for free. Don't get me wrong. Like I know girls that are mistresses.
He
Like
said for free.
that's free information there.
Yeah.
Like I know women in the UK that are mistresses, um, and that's just a nicer way to dress it up. You're the side chick, babe. Um,
Wait, hold.
but
What? No, wait, no, my bad. Go ahead, finish. My bad.
But like for me, you're the mistress, side chick, whatever you want to call yourself, and you're living. Man's giving you Louboutins. You're going on vacations out far, far, so you don't get caught slipping. Some women can play that mistress role, that side chick role, and they're happy with that. Some women can sleep with a man, and he's telling you straight, yeah, I got my wife, my kids, like that's where I be at. Like I'm never leaving them. They're cool with that. They're calm with that. you know Sometimes that type of situation as well, I'm aware it only lasts for a certain amount of time. So I don't really agree with the statement, all men cheat, because I don't know all men cheat, but I do know a lot of men can cheat. But I also can say I do believe there is a lot of good men out there. You just have to find that man. It's like a needle in a haystack. I'm sure men feel the same with women. you know so for the cheating thing, for me, it's you as a woman, first and foremost. I'll speak what I think for the women and then the men. As a woman, you need to be able to really have that self-confidence, and it is very hard. It's not an easy thing to wake up every day and feel amazing and fabulous and beautiful and strong and all of these things that women, especially as mothers, especially if single mothers, have to just give it to ourselves. There's no one else doing it for us. Only if you've got really good friends or whatever, you uplift each other. It's just natural. Good positive words will slip out. But as a woman, you need to be secure with yourself, not even your body, yourself, mentally and physically, and then your body. There's going to be things that you don't like, you wish you could change, but you got to learn to love that shit and
Well
naturally
said, sis.
naturally try to fix that somehow. So for me, one of my confidence things is my weight fluctuates. I hate that shit. I spoke about it before on a panel, and but I love myself. No one could ever chat shit to me, or do you understand what I'm trying to say? So you have to own your confidence, even if there is a lack of confidence. When you're out, you have to project that you are the flyest woman, strongest woman in the world. It doesn't mean you feel that every day, but and it's hard to do that. I ain't just saying this like, oh yeah, it's just so easy. Get that self-confidence, feel yourself. Oh hell fucking no, is it? You
Hey,
know?
find this wine though. Let me ask you a question real quick.
Mhm.
Hey, so what I'm getting from what you just said, right? You had spoke about like you could see the bigger picture, but you kind of struggling a little bit with everything else as far as physically.
I
The
say that
sexual
last bit
part.
again. The mic just cut out. Sorry.
I said that it's from what I'm getting from what you saying is
Mhm.
you saying like you can see the bigger picture of how things can work with that situation. But
Yeah.
you personally, I'm not speaking generally now, I'm speaking you
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
personally, like
Yeah.
you said that you not with the whole sharing your partner part. So
No.
what I and when I'm hearing you, it kind of sound like, you kind of really like 50-50 or 60-40 with the situation. And my question is like, with the confidence, and the insurance of that male and time that he put into you before even thoughts of that happen, to make sure that you are secure. Because what I get off of experience with
Could
females,
you just adjust your mic a tiny bit? I can still hear you, but it's
you
just a
still
bit
can't hear me
muffled.
Yeah, it's
now.
hard to hear
Yeah,
you,
that's
bro.
perfect. That's perfect. Yeah.
You can hear me now.
Yeah, I could hear you, but it was just a bit muffled, so you can carry on from where you left
Right,
off
right.
before I interject
So,
you.
damn, I forgot that quick.
No,
God
you were
damn it.
saying about if I had,
God
you was
damn
just getting on to the
it.
man bit, that if I had the right man
Right.
feeding
Yeah,
into
if you
me
had somebody
before.
that basically give you the utmost insurance and actually spends that time with you, actually proves everything for you that you're not going to get replaced. Because like I say, my experience with a few females, that it seemed like the bigger issue was of not even really the sex or anything else. It was more about getting replaced. So it's like abandonment issues, or not. I don't want to say issues because that might be the lack of better term. But what I'm trying to say is, all together though, if somebody gave you the utmost insurance that you are not never going to be replaced, you are not never going to be just a side piece. You know, it's just some insurance there. Even if it came to the point where it's I kind of see where brother Polite has said that, hey, every one of my wives have their own account, to where if we break up or we split up, they're leaving with more than what they came with. So it's like,
Facts.
even if you've seen the bigger picture, you've seen that he's confident, you've seen that he's insuring you, and you also know that if anything don't go your way, that you still going to win at the end. You're not going to look like, because you know it's a lot of females be with a dude and put they all into it, and then they end up leaving the situation, but they broke financially. You know what I'm saying? Or they struggling financially, or some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if that person actually has some insurance there, would you say that you would be more tilted towards 75 and 25% or something like that?
Do you know the way that you've delivered it, right? I'm all about prospering and living like my extra best life. So I'm someone as well. I don't know what you guys think, but I can't, like, see these type of situations. I can only speak so much hypothetically, because I'm someone in like a situation like that. I'm more in the moment of that. This is actually real. So for me, it's a thing where it's like me being me, what I know of myself, how I like to conduct myself, what I think of myself. I would like to think that I would be able to understand, because for me, I know beforehand, and maybe that's just my confidence, if that was ever being brought to the table, I don't need to worry about no side chick business. This lady's going to be taking my place, because I just know that's never going to be the case. That wouldn't even be an issue for me in my head. It, like I said, I think the thing for me, which most probably would come across quite shallow, it is the sexual side. It's the actual thing of knowing there's another person being, especially I'm cool with you, we're doing this, like, that means it's like almost like my friend sleeping with my partner kind of thing in my head, right? We're all playing happy families. I don't want to sound childish, but maybe, what is this, fucking incest? Like, who am I? you know
Right,
because and I'm nervous laughing, right?
right.
Because I know me. I'm so I'm so secure. Like, as long as a man makes me feel secure, we got each other and we're making each other feel secure. I ain't sweating you. You're free to do what you want and be a man, because you're always coming home to me. So I'm cool. Like, do you? You're a man, innit? I'm always gonna be here. You're always gonna be here. But to know that sexual side, with men and women, I'm sure your mind runs
So,
wild with yourself. I think maybe if I was
so
a bit inclined to be bisexual, I don't think I would maybe have an issue with it, because I'm
yeah,
inclined to
let me
be
let me ask
liking
you
to
this,
share
Franny.
women. Yeah.
Um, it, it sounds like I heard a lot of women say that. You know what I mean? But it seems like a lot of women would be more okay with a man just cheating
Oh,
and
hell
coming
no.
home every night and them knowing that.
Oh no, you're gone.
Then
You see,
you know what I mean?
Finest,
Then
sorry to
then
cut
you
you.
actually.
But finest
Fact.
wine, you get sniff. I can't even get the words out.
Hey.
So you get me. That's how real it is. I couldn't even get the words out. Any
So
sniffing about of any shady business with other women, right? And
But you
I've had
said
a
you let
I
him go do his thing as
wait,
long as he
so
yeah,
come
but
these
when
home
are
I
every
things that
night.
wait,
you
sorry,
man then would
wait,
accept
sorry.
for your
Can I
daughters then as
wait?
well,
Can I
yeah?
can I finish? Sorry, because I'm being asked a few questions and I
Yeah, go
actually
ahead,
wanna
Finest.
ask.
Sorry,
I wanna
wine.
ask. No, no, no. It's
Ah,
not. It's
sorry,
not.
bro.
We're not used to these type of panels in it, so it's not a sorry thing. It's just how it's meant to be on a normal. So it's not even a sorry thing. I do it too. Um, for me, yeah, it's not even. Oh, sorry. What did you just say there? About
I was saying it
a
seems
lot of
like a lot
women.
of women are because they don't wanna know about the sexual aspect of it. You know what I mean? They don't want to
Yeah, so
know, they
that's
don't
what
want to
you
see
said
it.
about the
It's almost
cheating.
like they
It's
rather,
like
as long as they know that you're coming home every night, that they rather you just go do whatever you
right.
doing.
So
You know what
let
I'm
me
saying? As long as I know you coming home every night, I
yeah, so
got you, you got me, we good.
let me finalize that, yeah. So when I mean you're out there doing you,
Hmm.
so my man's always gonna be a productive man. So he's always gonna be doing something productive to bring in this money like myself would be. So when I'm saying out there doing what you're doing, I mean going to chill with your boys, doing what you boys, some men like to do pool and snooker or just chilling in whatever men do, right? I am no way, shape, or form ever saying when you just go out and do you and just come back. No, no, I ain't saying that's inviting other women. That means just go out, make the money, do men shit, be around men. All right, you can be around other women. I'm a grown woman, but it ain't no sexual shit going on. Like for me personally, a man, I know men, and depends on your lifestyle, you can get yourself in situations accidentally. I ain't making excuses for the cheating, and it's just happened. But let's use an example. So you go to check Gully down the road, right? He's single, he be chilling, couple girls. There's a few guys got women, a few guys ain't. So you lot are just chilling, wrapping it up, chopping it down, whatever men do. Couple of girls come over to see the single men chilling. It doesn't mean anything sexual's going down. Getting it now, it's being taken into the crib because it's getting a bit chilly. Normal scenario, everyone's just still normal, chilling, rapping, whatever. It gets to a certain time. A man in a relationship, what are you doing there? The same with a woman. What you do, like me as a woman, when I've been in a relationship and my girls are going, like we've been out and then now we've gone to this place and that place and now maybe we're going to this apartment, but it's man's apartment, and the girls that maybe I'm going with are more single, or it's like not really one girl's guy and we're just all going to chill. There's a few guys and it's like a mingling thing. Doesn't mean anything's gonna happen. You know the type of setup what I'm saying, when all adults, yeah, just that type of setup. Me personally, as the woman, and I've done it
Hmm.
before, I'm going home because that setup ain't for me. There's man around, there's other girl around. I've already been out for however many hours. It's like maybe 3 in the morning. I got my man, like, I'm going home, mate. My man's gonna be putting me on my back
Yeah,
or whatever's going on. I don't need to be go chilling with other niggas and my girls in an apartment. I've been with you guys. Do you understand? So I feel like when you're in a
right.
relationship, respectfully, you should just comply yourself accordingly to what you know is naturally right, to avoid
Yeah.
situations accidentally happening. Because why I would decline going to like the apartment at maybe 3 in the morning, not because I'm on a curfew, because okay, I get there. What if there not even if there's a guy there that I'm attracted to, that's
Just out
attracted
of
to me?
respect.
Wait, no, it's out of respect too, of course. But in my head, why I would also not, because I'd be thinking, out of respect, I'm not bothered to go there because of the time. I want to see my man, yeah. But also, what am I doing there? I don't know any of these guys. I'm coming to chill. Okay, cool. But maybe what if I like one of these guys and then he likes me and he's trying to talk to me, or I don't want to put myself in that situation, even though I would always be
Right.
like, no,
That's
no, no. Because
self-respect.
even when I'm single, I'm still claiming, oh no, sorry, I got a man, cop blocking myself like a dickhead. Do you understand what I mean? So it's just a
Right. Right.
respect thing, and I just feel like
Yeah.
you need to. have a real level of trust and balance and know yourselves as people, and then you'll know your relationship.
Facts, facts. Now, Anita, you were saying would the gentlemen that agree with polygamy want that for their children or for their daughters?
Good
Ooh, that's a good
question.
question.
Yeah, very good question.
Hey, I'm gonna answer first.
Um. Oh,
Yes,
all right,
yes.
go ahead. I'm gonna go
Because
after you,
you know
Red.
why?
I'm gonna go after you, Red.
I'm going. My daughter's like Play-Doh right now, and I know for a fact that me and the males that I do have around her is going to give her an idea what type of male she's going to pick, and I have a bond with my daughter that I don't think that anybody that comes around, it ain't gonna be no pussy. That's basically, you dig. So if my daughter is with a mature male and he has himself together, like me personally, what I tell my younger ones that's under me, don't get in no relationship unless you got at least 22,000 saved up, because that way you're financially ready to take on any fucking thing that comes. You know what I'm saying? Anything. You dig?
Yeah.
So I look at it as, if my daughter and presents me with a male, and he's a real bam, a black adult male, and he has himself together and he's mature about the situation, I don't, I'm not gonna be a contradictive or a hypocrite.
Facts,
Hey, baby girl, go ahead. He gonna
facts,
take care of you.
facts, facts. I feel the same way, man. I want what's best for my daughters, man. And if it happens to be in the form of a polygamous relationship and it's an upstanding brother and he got the right mind on his shoulders, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm all for it if she's happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm also putting her mind together as she grows to explain these types of situations to her too. You know what I'm saying? She might fuck around and be in a position where she's so set she don't feel like she want no man. You know what I mean? Whether monogamously or polygamously or polygynously. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the way I'm hoping that I'm molding her mind. You know what I'm saying? But if I will always kind of tell her, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this is what you're presented with and you actually love this man and he's going to do this for you, he's going to do that for you, he's going to treat you like this and treat you like that, and you guys make a team and y'all got that kind of bond, you know what I mean? Like me and your mother bond is, then you gotta do what's right in your heart, you know what I mean? And you gotta be able to see the bigger picture, you know? That's how I would kick it. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that she don't. I feel like a lot of women are like hesitant to the idea of it because, again, it's not for everybody. But I feel like a lot of women that it might be for or it might benefit are even hesitant to the idea due to how we all grew up. You know what I mean? Not a lot of us grew up in these types of situations or environments to be able to understand them. So to them, it's like, what? Like in front of my face, like right here, same house. Nah, you about to be sleeping in here, then coming in there and sleeping in with me. And you know what I mean? It's like those little tiny things that are probably
Nah, but City,
big
I hear what you
things or looked
saying,
at
man.
as
I
big
hear what you
things.
saying, City.
You know
But
what I'm
my pops had his lady come to my house as a kid. You know what I'm saying? I seen his mistress. You know what I mean? I was playing with her kids. So I mean, it's an uncomfortable
saying?
situation to people that's not used to it. You know what I'm saying? My mom,
Right, exactly, exactly.
she didn't appreciate it, but she knew what my pops was. He was a player. He liked it a lot of women. He had a lot of women. You know what I mean? The fact the chick that he was dealing with was at my mother and father's wedding. You understand what I'm saying? He knew the woman for a long time. So I mean, it is what it is, man. You're gonna deal with these type of situations. Some women gotta respect the issue. Sometimes they gotta respect what it is. You know what I mean? It's not the man's fault. It's just the woman have a lust for a man and they come and they visit the man and they do disrespectful things. The man ain't trying to do the disrespectful things. It's the woman sometimes. You understand what I'm
The
saying?
man, I mean, yeah, but it takes two. You know what I mean? So if the
Nah,
man
I,
is in
I
that
don't
type
think.
of, check it out. If a man is in a contract where the contract says I'm only gonna have one woman, then that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? If it's different, then
As
it's
a man,
different.
you
But
got
you know what I mean?
needs. You know, city. We all got needs as
Yeah,
men.
but as a man, all right. So then, as a man, you got to know that coming out in front. You know what I'm saying? You gotta speak on it and try to make the situation, or at least, you know what I
Listen,
mean,
I
put the
wouldn't put
program out.
listen,
Let her decide if she gonna
city.
get
I
with the
wouldn't put
program
nothing
or not.
on a woman. I wouldn't put nothing that a woman I'm dealing with cannot handle. Okay, if she can't handle that type of lifestyle, I'm not gonna put that on her. Every woman can't
So
take
you
that.
ain't gonna tell her you
You
got
know what I
another
mean?
broad because you don't think she can handle it, is what you saying.
Yes, because that's not her way of thinking, and that's not her type of lifestyle. She wants a man that's a one woman man. You know what I mean? She don't want to share. So that's not her type
So
of
don't that
lifestyle.
mean you got the wrong woman? So don't that mean you got the wrong woman then?
No, I don't have the wrong woman. I could adapt. Everything is about adapting to your environment. So I'm adapting to her environment.
Lying is not adapting, bro.
I wouldn't say that's
Lying
a
is not adapting.
I wouldn't
Emotionally
say that's
scarring is
lying
not
though, bro.
adapting.
I wouldn't say that's lying though, bro.
With
Yeah, you may call it lying, but I may say it's me being fair. It's a fair exchange. You know what I'm saying? I'm being fair to her. I'm not out here telling her pushing something on her and pushing it down her throat to make her try to adapt to something that she is not equipped to loving. You know what I mean? A lot of women is not equipped to that type of lifestyle. You know what I mean? You got to know the type of woman that wants to be in a polygamous type of relationship. You know what I mean? Where you got multiple women. Every woman ain't for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest here. Every woman wants to, it's jealousies. You got women that's insecure. So you bring another woman in her household that may be 10 times better in the bed. You know what I mean? Might be prettier than her. You know what I mean? Might have more assets than her. You know what I mean? And she may get offended by that. You beneath you got her on a beneath type of level. So what I'm trying to say is, City, you gotta, adapt to her and how she go about things and be a one woman man and, respect her, as a woman. You know what I mean? Don't push shit on woman that's not ready for that type of lifestyle. Some woman is ready for that
so
type of lifestyle. So I could push that on
so
a woman that say, yeah, I'm all right with you, baby, to go out there and have sex with any woman you want to. That's what you call an open relationship. You got women that like to have open relationships, but then
I
you got
think
women
I think there's a
that like
difference
respect.
between, sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
I think there's a
nah,
difference
you good.
between an open relationship and polygamy. Polygamy is living in the household. They know about each other. They're comfortable with it. They've accepted
Yeah.
it, and it's one happy family. And then what
It
did you
doesn't
say?
always
The
have to
other,
be in the same household.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Not always. What did you say? The other thing is, bullet.
Oh,
Oh,
I said it. I mean, if it's not an open relationship, just a
yeah.
one woman relationship.
An open relationship is an open relationship. That means
Yeah.
you're just open to sleeping with anybody. You're allowed to. I think we need to be very mindful of open relationships, and because then we're going down the swinging road, and you know we're talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah, that
living.
shit sounds dangerous.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying in it because an open relationship for me is not the same as polygamy. It's not the same
No,
thing.
it's
I
not.
An
wouldn't
It's
put
open
it.
not
I
really.
relationship
wouldn't.
sound
I
like you
wouldn't put it.
single.
I wouldn't put it in the same category at all. Do you know what I
No.
mean? So that's
Yeah, I
why
Yeah,
I'm
know.
just
nah.
saying.
A open
Honest, have you ever
relationship.
been in an open
Uh,
relationship?
uh,
Pardon me.
You ever been in an open
he's
relationship?
asked if you've ever been in an open
No,
relationship.
hell no, not at all.
Alright.
Like I said,
An
most
open
women have.
relationship. Hold on, fam. An open relationship is basically like you single. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you single and dating, you dating a bunch of women, but you got mad
Mm,
love for this one or this two. You know what I mean? Then you in an open
no,
relationship.
I think. Oh, that's fair because that's your opinion. But I think an open relationship is you're in a relationship with that person, but they're happily sleeping
But you can
around,
sleep with
or
other
you're,
people. That's what
yeah,
I'm confused.
yeah,
Because I done
yeah.
been in them type of ordeals.
And
But
I'm
that's
not.
the
That's
same
an
thing.
ordeal.
Like, what? All right. So, what's the difference between dating someone and being in a relationship?
So dating someone, because I'll tell you, because I date guys.
You're committed to someone.
Dating somebody means first of all, there's two types of dating. So I could generally just be dating you, and you're just dating me, and it's like, okay, we go out and then it's bye at whatever time. You go where you go, I go where I go, and see you next time. So that's dating. That's getting to know each other,
Mm-hmm.
getting acquainted, like over having fun or food or whatever people do. or you could be getting acquainted in that way and also being sexual with each other. So you could, I just call
Right.
that
So if you're
dating,
dating,
but then other
all right.
people
But
will call
if
it
you're
seeing.
dating here, I got
I'm
my
seeing someone or I'm linking that guy. It's all different. Everyone uses
A
got
different
you.
relationship is
terminologies.
Right.
dedicated.
But a
I'm
relationship,
messing with you. So here's the question. Right. So hold on. Here's the question. So if you're dating where it's involving sex, right?
mm,
And a lot of guys date multiple women if they're single, but just dating, right?
yeah. If
Fair?
that's
Is
your
that fair to
terminology,
say? Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So right. So then what happens when you start catching feelings if you're dating, right? But you start catching feelings for one of
That's
them,
your
or
business
you
because
you
you're
like them more, but you never
that's your
check.
business. That's your business
All
because you're
right,
dating them.
but then
Stay in line. Don't
right, but
forget
wait, hold
yourself.
on, stay with me,
Unless you,
stay with me,
go
stay
on,
with
go
me,
on.
stay
Yeah,
with
yeah.
me, stay with me. If you're dating and you got feelings, right? But you
Mm,
dating other women, but you got feelings for this one woman,
mm.
like, isn't that a relationship? Like, what's the difference between
That
a relationship?
okay,
Maybe y'all don't live
okay,
together yet or
A
whatever.
okay. So
relationship
all
is
right,
That's
let me
dedication.
puppy love,
wait,
bro.
wait,
That's
wait,
what that
wait.
is.
Let me speak on my and then everyone else. Yeah. So for me, anything is a relationship. So me having a gal as a friend, so I'm just that's like baby talk what I'm talking, but you'll get the gist. Everything is a relationship.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Even with your child, it's a relationship. Yeah. So everyone has
Mm-hmm.
relationships, right? So for me personally, when I'm in a relationship, I have a boyfriend, a partner. That's a relationship. Doesn't necessarily mean we're living in the same house right now. Eventually obviously that is going to be the plan for me, the what type of woman I am, but it doesn't mean at the beginning when we're starting off in a relationship we're straight off living in each other's house. But that means I'm your woman, you're my man. Definitely no accidents with other people sexually, and we're building on each other to grow. We now, this is my views, yeah, now we've admitted we're in a relationship, a partnership. We're opening the door to love each other, to allow real feelings to naturally come instead of having a guard up because it's not official and anything could just go left at any time because it's not
But if y'all
official.
never had that conversation, right? If y'all never had that
But that's
conversation,
what I
but
was
you
gonna
continue.
say. When you're dating, if you don't have that conversation with that person, like, oh, yeah, like I'm not your girl, you're not my man, but like, yeah, you can't be sleeping about. Like,
That's called a
if
fuck
you want to
buddy.
do that, then that's fine. But I'm not about that. You can do what you want, but just listen. Like I say to guys, just don't get caught in it. If you're doing it, don't get caught. Don't get caught and just don't ever give me something because it's not going to be a conversation thing. Me going down a clinic is never always, I know that sounds cliche, but it's never because of me. It's always going to be because I need to make sure this man's being in check. Do you understand?
Right.
So for me, on my, like me being me, this is all about me and what I think in this conversation. That's how I run it. If you ain't had that
Mm-hmm.
conversation, and you're just free floating dating, then be expected for anything. He could turn around in 2 weeks and be like, oh, we can't do this anymore, I've got a girlfriend. Or he could be wrapping it up with other girls at night, pillow talking. You got to be expectant for anything if you haven't had that conversation. And when you're dating someone, you should know your position on how that person deals with you, how much contact they have with you, how much time they want to spend with you. you know that
And your
goes in hand
findings.
that goes hand in hand as well for you to just naturally know your position in that dating situation, because you never start off being a girlfriend and boyfriend. that
And your
that never starts it never
findings. Can I
starts
ask you
off
something
like
real
that.
quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, if the boundary has not been set, you like, for instance,
What,
if
in
does it
dating?
go without saying in a committed relationship that you can just not have sex with anybody else outside of that relationship? Or
For
is if that not a set boundary, can you do that shit in a gray
me
area type of
me
deal?
being me, the woman I am, and you lot might think, who the fuck do I think I am? But me being me, I don't have a boyfriend, haven't done for many years. I've dated guys for periods of time. Sometimes I date no guy, I'm dating a guy. I've gone, like I said, months of not dating a guy, then I might be dating a guy, whatever the situation may be. Me being me, whether I'm if I'm dating you, I mean sexually, obviously. Um, there's no room for other women, and if I'm your woman, you're having a laugh. You must think I'm fucking a clown on the television, because I don't play those games. I feel like for myself, before when I was younger, I used to be like, oh, yeah, like to myself, I used to say like as with the girls, oh, I know I'm just little me. I'm decent, blah. Like now I'm older, I'm more balanced, I'm more focused. I know I'm a good woman. I don't need to go around bragging that to no man. I don't need to start doing any extra special things to try and hold him, to show him I'm a good woman. I know
Hell
to
yeah.
myself, my confidence, I know what I can bring to the table is a lot. And I know it's real, I know it's genuine. So for me, I'm very confident in that. So I don't expect you should be so content that there is not no time. We're too
But is that
busy.
something that you have to verbalize, or is that something that goes without saying?
That goes without saying.
Not for
Well,
me.
me, okay, but then on the other hand, me being the type of woman I am, I'm very open in conversation. I like to get to know people because I feel like I need to know you definitely a bit before anything sexual. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So
I feel
for
you.
me, naturally, when I'm talking and we're just wrapping it and cutting it down and just getting to know each other in person or on the phone, it will come up that I don't accept cheating. Cheating that you like any man that's around me knows that I don't fly with that. You're done out here. You any other sniff of women, you're done out here, rude boy. Finitito.
You just
Finish.
said rude boy.
Yeah, you're finished. I ain't
Oh
playing them
shit.
games. I
Oh
don't play
shit.
them other women games because I know my downstairs area is very ton up and I'm very ton up. Not even by looks, just me as a woman, like I said, what I can bring to the table. Fuck looks. Do you get me? As a mother, raising your children, all of these things that are very important in why there's a difference between dating and a relationship for me because
How old are
that
you if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 30.
Oh shit. I feel you. And
So
how many niggas' dicks have you had to cut off for cheating?
what does that mean? Because I
I
don't get
literally mean, have you ever had, like, how many dudes have you had to put the whooping on for cheating?
zero. Okay, do you know what? Being honest, I didn't put the whooping on. Um, well, it did get a bit political but it wasn't because of the woman. It was because of it was. I'm big on principles and morals and respect. So you could do me a wrong but address it correctly, and we're cool. I ain't a bully. I don't want no beef. I just want a nice, peaceful life. But you see, you do me a wrong and I feel very, very violated. You're finished. That's
Oh
a
shit.
serious
Yeah.
problem for you. So, act accordingly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've had one situation to date. Um, and it's not even a very, very old one, like years and years and years, It's not a recent, but it's not really old. And yeah, for the first time in a long time, I thought certain things about this person and I thought, yeah, like, oh my God, like I've actually met a decent dude like that in terms of, not that I don't ever meet decent dudes. I mean like a decent guy that I
This
actually can
one
sit
stands
here
out.
and I'm actually saying to myself, I actually want to be with this guy. Like, I don't know what it was about him. Cut a long story short, anyway, I'm not going to say what we used to wrap up and talk about wasn't genuine and it weren't real on his side, but he still wanted to be a little boy and mess around with other girls. And in the beginning, I can keep it real. I didn't give a shit. When I first met him, I knew he fucked another girl. Yeah, I'm not a dickhead. I know when another man's doing I just don't know. I just an energies woman in it, and my intuitions just don't ever fail me. And I just outrightly, when he was right next to me, because I'm a face-to-face woman as well. I don't do this phone shit. Just in any situation, just generally.
Oh, I feel you. That goes
When
without
it,
saying.
when he's with me, I was just like normal, keeping it chill. And then because I can't be angry because I don't have the evidence. And I just outrightly asked him, I was like, you fucked someone up. He's looking at me. I was like, you did. I was just like, seriously, just keep it real and just say the truth. don't shoot yourself in the foot anymore. Obviously, he admitted it. He can't not. Yeah. And I was just like, you're an idiot. Because I've made it very clear. But because I genuinely liked him, and I have been single for a very long time, and I do want to be at that place again, what I know I've had it before, very happy relationship and stuff. I thought, do you know what? We're grown. He's a guy. I've just met him. We ain't known each other for months and months.
Men will be men, you feel me?
That's an old gal. You know, I thought I'll charge it to the game. I'll be brave and charge it to the game. All the while, my head's telling me, right, so if this is what you're putting out on the table now, a year and 2 years down the line, I'm going to be finished with you because you're going to have how many women on top of me? Because if it's the beginning and you still sneakily slid it in an old chick as well, not even a new chick. Like I'm the new chick now, innit? Because I came and fucked it up for all the old girls. Yeah, that's what happened in that situation.
Hey, Finest. You know, we spoke about. I had said something earlier, and you wasn't here, and this can kind of go vice versa. I had said something to Nine Ether earlier. I was like, we was talking about the bitches and hoes and stuff like that, and I was like, you know, shouldn't you constructive or value females that hold themselves of a certain value? Shouldn't y'all just go around and start whooping a lot of these hoes and bitches ass?
No,
and
I'm
stop?
not that woman.
But no. How about this? How about this though?
Me, I'm coming for you, but I'm not gonna go for
No. What
another
I meant,
woman.
like, hold on. I meant the bigger picture. It's like, it's a lot of times where I see that value females group themselves with hoes and bitches. So what I mean by that, I might like we could say I might call a female a bitch. And then you might interject like, don't call her that. But you don't, it's like, well, you a value female and you not a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So if it don't apply, let it fly. Because am I saying a lie? No. That female is acting and hold herself like a bitch. So when I said that, to say that is, would you say that it's up to us males to start slapping the shit out of these motherfuckers that lie? Because, you know, I don't know. Me personally, I always came into the situation honest. Maybe that has something to do with my mother. You know what I'm saying? As far as
That's like me. I just come honest. I just feel like, why? Sorry to cut you, but that's
but
my
hear me
own
out though.
sin.
I think I suspect. I can't say I can't speak for another male. I suspect that those males lie because it's a group of other females out there that love to be lied to.
No, do you know why they lie? And I don't know, maybe that's true, but I know why. For instance, yeah, that guy lied to me, yeah, and I was a side chick, but I didn't know. Actually, I forgot to tell you about that, and I'll tell you about that after. And this is how it just popped into my head, because the niggas that lie, I personally think, not on a big-headed thing, they actually genuinely do want you. Maybe not for a wifey right that second, but they want you around, innit? They want to kick it with you. They want to go out with you all the time. They want to be around you, but they want their cake and eat it. So they know if they keep it trill, like when I was the side chick, that dude knew if he ever told me he had a girlfriend, see you later, not interested, don't even want to have your number. No, I'm not that type of woman. So he knew that. So he did the selfish thing, like what I say some cheaters do. Instead of keeping it real to your woman and finding the ball bags to tell her you've done this, you lie to her and you choose that she's going to stay with you. Do you understand what I mean?
You ain't give her the choice. I
You ain't
understand
giving her
that,
the
yeah.
choice. You've taken it away from her. So I feel like as well, with the other situation that I was saying, he lied because I do believe what we used to talk about and whatever, he did actually want it. He did want it, but obviously, I don't know how it is for men.
But hold on. What you just said right there, right? He said he did want it, right?
I do think that
So with this though, a lot of females. Oh, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of females. I'm gonna keep it personal. Since you keeping it personal, I'm gonna keep it personal. A female had asked me, well, why do you want her too? You know what I'm saying?
Because it's just
And
pussy. They just want to fuck.
no,
Some
no, no, no,
niggas just want
no.
to
See,
fuck.
no,
Oh
but
no, but
see,
not on your
don't
level. Sorry,
don't
that's
just no,
Yeah,
no,
different.
no.
some
It's
niggas.
okay. I understand where you're coming from because trust me, it's some dudes out here that I'll be like, bro, why would you do that to yourself? But I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
What I said is her conversation is different than yours. You dig? Like I don't put like you just said that you don't agree that all men cheat or all black men cheat.
Mm-hmm.
All black, all it is. Trust me, I'm gonna tell you this: it's not 100% pussy.
No. Well,
It's even like I had this one female. She used to ask like, "How your girl doing? Everything okay? You want to take?" Well, I ain't gonna say everything else, but the point is, she was sincere. She was
yeah.
sincere about
She
it.
was
You dig
genuine,
what I'm?
yeah. And I
Right,
said that,
right.
She
yeah.
asked you how your folks was and all that.
Because you know some men as well, sorry to interject here, and I'm not making excuses for these men that are doing these things, because I definitely don't condone in this shit, yeah? But
Right.
for some men, they're doing it because their woman's stressing their fucking ass. Man can't come home and
Mm-hmm.
chill the fuck out. Because he's gonna
Right,
Right.
find another bitch. Do you understand? And then
right.
Just to talk to her, just to have somebody
yeah,
to
just,
smoke and
yeah,
just relax.
yeah, and
Right, right.
unwind to,
And get
right?
some
Yeah,
relaxing head.
and it's not and sometimes I even had that conversation today. A male friend of mine, nothing sexual whatsoever, going through some
Mm-hmm.
mad shit with his baby mum, and he needed to talk to me. I had to talk to him. He
Right.
needed that level head. I needed to give him some advice as well because like I was saying, I ain't saying this is gonna happen, but you need to be 550 billion steps ahead of her now that she said that comment, not just
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 or 5 or 10, 500 billion, because you could be cool with her in a week for the next year, and a year later she's gonna come with that same shit she came with yesterday, and you're gonna be fucked, my nigga, because you got no shit to cover yourself, no nothing, no whatever. And I ain't about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like with my people, I'm gonna give you the real advice. I'm not trying to shelter men from what they do, but I also understand there's women that are crazy and fucked up too, and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
women don't like
But
to
at the
admit
end of
these
the day, men
things.
gonna be men.
Nice
Yeah, men are
balance.
gonna
Nice
be men, and
balance.
so are
No,
women gonna
I
be
don't like
women.
that. I don't
No,
like
no,
that
no.
shit.
But do you know what? I don't like that statement because when teachers try to say to me, "Kids are gonna be kids," yeah, that ain't flying because kids are gonna be kids ain't in the dictionary, so I
No,
don't know
if you
what
let
that
a kid
means.
be a disrespectful little shit,
No,
he
no.
gonna grow up to be a
What I
disrespectful
mean,
little shit.
why I brought that up is because it's the same type of thing. When a teacher says to me, "Kids are gonna be kids," I say to them straight, or a parent, I don't know what that means. What does "kids gonna be kids" mean? That's not even in the dictionary. There's no definition for that. So I don't know. Kids are gonna be kids. So I get the brother saying he doesn't appreciate men are gonna be men, but I can say on the other hand, women are gonna be women too. There's conniving women out there. They're doing
Mm-hmm.
these crazy things,
Yeah.
cheating, rare. I don't know because I don't really know any women that. So I don't really know much, loads of crazy stories, but I know a few from over the years hearing some. And I've heard even today I heard a fucking crazy one, fucking crazy one. If we weren't on live, I'd fucking tell you guys. Jesus Christ, this woman. I'm like, you couldn't be my brother. I'll go round her house now and slap that bitch in the face straight with her other kids there. I don't give a
You, you,
fuck.
you
Hey,
can't
so
tell me
look,
what
do
I'm
you agree
saying
with
when
this statement though? Do you agree with this statement as far
No,
as
because
I
that's
heard?
what I was going to come and say, because I've
Oh,
used
go
it a
ahead.
few times, yeah? So with the statement thing, because of when I get in a role and I'm speaking a certain way, obviously on a day-to-day, when I'm just being normal, I don't use those type of like words. I don't speak like that. But when I'm on a roll and I'm in the mist and I'm just chatting and chopping up, those type of things will come out. And I just called that other woman a bitch. Because you are a fucking dutty bitch. You're acting like a fucking bitch. So I'm going to call you one. Yeah?
So
People
when you agree
deserve.
that those females, that female, let's say
Yes.
that situation, she's going to make it. She fucked him up. Now I ain't gonna say fuck him up. I'm gonna just say she put him to the point where it's the next female that he talks to. You know how cautious he's going to be. Like I'm not putting this on female, not male. I'm just saying the past experiences is why we have what we have right now. On top of other social, shit that go along with that thing, and biology too. Let's be real. You can only get pregnant once a year. Guess how many times?
Mm,
Guess how many females I can get pregnant in 1 year? So I'm not saying that as an excuse to justify it. I'm just saying
mm.
that our sexual whatever
Yo,
at the
right.
time is like at a high rate. You dig what I'm
Yo,
saying?
right. We
What's up with
got
it, bro?
C's to go out there and how you say pull out there. You hear me?
Wait,
So
what you say, bro? Hold
basically,
on. Say it again. You was
we
breaking up.
got we got seeds that we gotta sow you out there. I'm just gonna say it like that, Rush. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I get that, but for me, I just think that tone, that not how you're saying it when I say that tone,
I
that
don't know.
that you know, when I'm saying tone, I mean that type of dialogue, articulating it
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, that's
Um,
frame of
Me
mind.
personally, I think that's absolutely nonsense because, like I said, for me, I know everyone's different. Other women accept different things, and I even gave an example that hasn't been like years and years. It's been like maybe a year or something ago where I thought I was going to be doing this not single shit anymore. And it turned out, like I said, because I didn't get to finish, I gave the guy a chance. I charged it to the game.
Right.
Even though in the back of my head, I'm not about that shit. I've never been about that shit. But I'm older now, so I think, do you know what? Like, I just want to charge it to the game,
And that
pretend it
and
never happened. Wait, pretend it never happened, because I'm not known man for
Wait, what you
months
didn't
of.
pretend? What you pretend that didn't happen?
He slept with another girl, a guy that I started dating. Yeah, but
Oh, you
remember,
found
this is
out
in the
about it. Okay.
this is in the beginning. I'm talking. We've known each other for maybe a month.
Oh well, you know
Right,
what? I wouldn't be
like,
mad at him over
no,
that.
right. But
no,
then
but I
you wait,
respect
can I
what she's
finish?
saying.
No,
That
but
wasn't
can I
her type of
finish? Yeah,
lifestyle.
let me explain though. Yeah, the intensity of it was mad. The connection, it was just weird from the first day we met each other. It was just a mad thing. Fucking stayed on the phone to the guy for 24 hours like it was fucking hangouts. Like I didn't know you could talk that much to somebody. Yeah. But cut a long story
Right.
short, because I genuinely liked it and kicked it with him, it was like about over a month, maybe just over a month or just hitting a month. So it wasn't long. So in my head, I'm evaluating. I'm just thinking, do you know what? He's saying it's never going to happen again. Promise this, promise. Da, 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 da. I'm looking at the bread dead in his face. I'm saying, listen, brother, I'm telling you, mate, just act accordingly, innit? Because I ain't going to speak on this too much because if I do, it's going to mad my head and then it's going to go left and I'm going to start saying, nah, fuck you. So let's just not talk about it really. And I'll charge it to the game and just conduct yourself accordingly. Yes, babes, my baby, all this shit. Yeah. And in the end, what is he doing? Dirty fucking blood clot, cheating asshole. Yeah?
Hey,
Do
you
you
know what? On
Did
some
he
understand?
swear on
psychology
his
shit
mama
though.
grave though?
On some
And
psychology shit, you know what? I'm gonna give you a little Jew, right? I don't really do this, but I'm gonna give you a Jew for the audience that's listening, for the young females out there, right? You know what? What I think you should have done. I ain't gonna say what you should have did.
yeah.
What I think you should have done,
What you
and
would have did.
I'm going off of experience, right? So my daughter's mom, we got to a point in our relationship that it damn there was, just some old ass shit. We ain't we
Yeah.
it the honeymoon stage is over with, all that shit. So whatever, we about to split up, right? So instead of splitting up, she hit me with you know what? I want to stay together, but you can go ahead and fuck anybody you want to fuck. And it's like it
Awesome.
fucked me up so much that guess what? I didn't
Couldn't you
even go
fucking,
fuck
yeah.
nobody. You dig?
No, but I
So
get that,
it's a
yeah.
psychology in
But
that shit too, though.
Ray,
We like to chase too.
but remember, I told you I didn't. I carried on kicking it with him for a few months, thinking everything's cool, and then obviously you start seeing the cracks. I'm not an idiot. I'm an energies woman. My energies, anything negative is not gonna be around me too long. My energy's just naturally not gonna. Something's gonna tell me there's something wrong here, and I'm gonna have to find out what it is. So that's what happened months down the line, and literally I had to just be like, yeah, you're a dickhead and that's it, see you later, mate. Man's begging me all this, oh, you're the one, they know
Do,
about you. I don't give a fuck if they know about me. What's that doing? I don't care. What's
do
that?
you
That ain't
think
no
he was
consolation.
do you think he was dishonest in his intentions though?
To be honest, I do think that guy was being serious. The stuff we spoke about and whatever, I do think it was genuine. I genuinely do. I don't think he was selling me stories, even till like now. He'll be like, oh, like call me in a blue moon, and he'll talk, and he'll be like, oh,
Right,
I want to be with you. I'm just like, listen, mate, cut me all the crap. Like, I ain't hearing it. Do you get me? You're lucky I talk to you because I'm just a cool person. You ain't really
right,
done me nothing bad. So, and now and again, hi, ain't doing no one no harm if I'm available to speak to you. Do you know what I
right,
mean?
right.
But I do think it was genuine, but you couldn't be genuine and real with me and just let me know from the jump that, look, I like you, I want to kick it with you, we're getting to know each other, we're talking about being serious and all this type of shit, coming around my child eventually and all this type of shit. Can't you just let me know, look, I have got other girls about, however you want to deliver it, tell me. Bitches know niggas want to fuck. Girls know that. I ain't saying I'm going to be inclined to be like, okay, you got 2 other girls, and I'll be cool with it because, you know, you're just getting it out your system. But keep it real. This is the problem I have with Hangouts, why Sister Naifa said, is it a troll? Because I come off Hangouts because people can't keep it real. People can't keep the same energy, you know, and in life, that is one big thing I find with people. They can't be true to themselves, so they can't even be true to anyone else.
But you know, I think it's a 50-50 with that though, G, because like I say, me personally, the reason why I have lied to girls because when I was honest, I didn't get the response that I was hoping, nor the chance to even give context. So
yeah, but I'm not saying you're doing that now, brother, but when you was taking part in that, and I've just admitted I was a side chick without my knowledge until I found out, and it's a selfish thing.
It is. You're
It's a
right.
selfish thing to
It's
do
dishonest.
because you
Right.
know that woman's morals and values and how she holds herself in high regards, and you're basically shitting on that and pissing on that and saying, fuck you. I don't even really respect you or care, because if you did, you'd have the Dutch covered somehow to just be like, I need to stay away, or I've got to tell her that I actually have a girl.
No, you're right. You're
Because
right.
when I tell you I was that side chick, even sometimes me and my friends, you know, you just talk about old shit, yeah. Till this day, we crack up and be like, how the fuck, what was this nigga Houdini? Because no bitches weren't ringing his phone. I was like, what is she, a nurse at night? Is she a nurse at night? Like, because when is he fucking her? Like, do you understand what I mean? Like,
And that's what I'm trying to say,
and
that a lot
I
of it ain't
also,
even that all the time
can
though,
I
bro.
say
Probably
one
was you
thing?
just fucking with her though.
Can I say one thing as well? What I do truly believe, because I have been a part of that side chick thing and I didn't have no knowledge of it, yeah? I think it's absolutely disgusting. I don't know. I feel like there should be some type of boundaries when you're cheating. So, like, you know,
Hey, what's your definition of cheating though? Actually having intercourse, or like actually being like just around somebody and kicking and taking out to dinner, or even just,
well,
is it just
okay.
text messaging? You know
So,
what I'm saying?
well, right. So this is, whoa, that's 3 and 1 there. So, so first and foremost,
Hey,
first and foremost, um, obviously sexual, that's definitely cheating. Chatting to another girl, now for me, I'm big on this. Like, I'm not an insecure woman. So if I get a boyfriend, he's gonna know I actually have like literally 3 male friends. I have 3 male friends. I can call them for anything. They're around my family, they're around my kid. We've made money in the past. We've just been brethrens. They're my niggas, innit? They got me, I got them, and that's just what it is, yeah? So any man that meets me is gonna know about these men.
right.
So I'd like to know the same. So if you're telling me Sharon has been your friend from years, and I know Sharon and I've met Sharon, or I don't even need to meet her necessarily, but Sharon's your peoples or whatever the situation may be, you know, Sharon's your people. She's been your people's. Because, like I said, I was just rapping with one of them today, and it's not a sexual thing. I go to his mum's house. It's cool. I know his mum, his dad. I was just talking to his mum on loudspeaker today. She was like disgusted. Do you get me? So, if Sharon's around and it's generally just a friendship, cool. You can chat to Sharon. Because when I weren't here, you was wrapping it up with her certain times, and it was just a normal convo. But don't be coming telling me you met Susan 5 weeks ago and now Susan's your friend. Excuse me. Hang on a minute. Why was you, what would you mean is Susan making us money or something? Because I don't understand why Susan's your new friend, your new lady friend too.
But that's
What,
what
you
I'm
want to
saying.
fuck
What if
her?
he did say she was making making
Well,
y'all some
then
money?
great. Yes, let's meet Susan. Let's go. You better
Nah, I
handle that
feel you though,
shit.
man. Just be upfront. I
Yeah,
could dig that
yeah.
shit, though.
Yeah.
Handle that. If you met this lady, because people meet people, accidentally bumped her work, anywhere you get talking. Oh my god, I'm into that. Yeah, oh my god, I need some help. Like, you can meet. I've met business people and I've worked for them and earned mad money just off a chance. Do you understand? It's not always what you know; it's who you know. So yeah, if you're telling me Susan's gonna be bringing some bread to our table, bring that woman, bring her friend too. If they're bringing us money, I'm down. If they're serving a real purpose, that's not no sneaky, snaky side shit, I don't care. Let's do this. But if you're telling me you were out, you were just chilling, drinking in a bar or club, you obviously you can talk to other women when you're out. Like I'm not, you're gonna obviously be an attractive man or somewhat. Do you get me? You might not be the best, but you're not gonna be ugly. So whatever, women are very forward these days, coming up to men, oh hi, you're right. So cool. If I'm not around it, I'm not seeing it. Don't tell me you was inclined to take this Susan's number. Excuse me. What for? What are you gonna be doing with Susan? What, we having fucking scones and tea? With this new bitch you met down the street. Listen, mate, I don't play these silly beggars. That's silly beggars there. Am I an idiot? Susan wants to fuck, and so do you. So you could take the bitch's number, you better go fuck her then and leave me alone. Do you understand? I am very so with that situation, and then you said another one. You said about meeting other numbers or texting. Who you texting? What?
But
Just
I'm
another
saying that
Susan that you met down the
he didn't
road?
physically fuck her though. So that's what I'm
But
saying. Like,
what's
is
the
it
intentions
physically
of these
or
men to know? Because I'm sorry, let's not play silly beggars. Because you could be innocently texting. Listen, I know a guy that innocently texts me, hey, how you doing? Whatever. I know he fancies the fucking pants off me. But
so
it's
why is
innocent
you
texting.
entertaining that shit though? Come on now. Why are you
But I'm not
entertaining it
rude.
then?
Because just because he fancies me, why does it mean he's gonna fuck?
Right, right. I
Mm-hmm.
can dig it. I can dig it.
Nah,
Why does
real
it mean
talk
he's
though.
gonna fuck? I can find someone attractive and just call it quits there. Why does it always have to go that step further?
Hey, so it's every male on this panel, if they were in a hypothetically speaking, are they cheating on their significant others by being on this panel with you all?
No.
No,
No,
I don't
Hell
think they
no.
are because
I
no.
for
mean, it
me,
depends on if they
I
let me
would
in their
like
houses.
I would like to know
Let me
that
in their
if the men
houses.
on the I would like to know the men on the panel that have their wives and their women are secure. They know that's their man, and their man's just chopping it up, and they're free to come on here and chop it up with us any day. Like it's vibes,
Mm-hmm.
it's cool. So I would love to hope no man on the panel, and
No.
even women on the panel, aren't getting that grief
I
behind
have no
closed
problem with no
doors.
man
I'm a hoe.
flirting with another woman.
Cause it doesn't. I don't think that's necessary for
Finest, I
like
love you.
Hey, yo,
something like
Finest.
this.
Hey, yo, Finest. Can I holler at you real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So me myself, I say I disconnected from trust in general. At least calling myself.
Doo doo
And
head.
fuck you, bitch ass nigga. You refrigerator with pecs ass nigga. But anyway, um, I'm kind of disconnected from that. So
From what? Sorry.
I ain't the most loyal individual,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
Obviously.
If can you tell me something that might make me think differently?
Say that
Like for
again.
her to make you more of a loyal person.
No, I'm saying, is there anything
Hey,
you can
who is
say
typing though?
that might
Is
make
there
sense
Ah,
to
that's
my
Gotti.
disloyal
is
ass?
there anything is there anything that a woman could do to make you feel to drop your barrier of trust? Is that what you're saying?
What I'm trying to say is there anything you can tell me that might
Mm-hmm.
reinstate a little bit of my trust and loyalty?
Use your iPad. Sorry, that was just my daughter. For me, yeah, because I got the same issue, like as well in terms of I don't trust people in general. So when it comes
Mm.
to a man with my feelings, yeah. So there's a lot of reasons why your iPad. There's a lot of reasons why for me, um, I am single. It isn't just because, oh, I haven't come across the right man. That is one of them too. But I feel like as a person, and this applies to myself as well, because I go through the same thing where I've got a big barrier up where maybe sometimes I could have blocked myself from the true happiness that I want, that I know I can have and I deserve. Um, you just have to be really balanced with yourself, I feel, yeah. And whatever women you're around, really try to get to know them on a serious level in terms of not like what they like, their mind. Get to know their mind. What are they into mentally? How are they stimulated mentally? Are they a balanced woman? Are they trying to get balanced? Because you see, I find when you know you're with somebody, like I always say, for me, the one thing that is the most number one first thing for me in a man, please just be true to yourself and know yourself, and you can be that to me. Do you know what I mean? So if
I
you get
feel
with
you.
a woman that you can say to yourself, nah, this woman, you know, she knows herself, like she knows her
But
flaws,
my thing
she
is though,
knows her
finest.
this. Mm-hmm.
It's like I've been in situations where I've said to myself, all right, this woman, 90% of what these motherfucking women, them bitches was girls that was hoeing they damn self. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I got in this little position. I had me a little fiance when I was just turned 17. That shit was crazy. But anyway,
Wow.
this little bitch, I was like, look, this my dream bitch. Like literally. She
But
was a
what was it
nice
about her
individual.
that she
Ease up
was?
on language if you can, bro.
Oh my bad, my bad. But look, it's like this female was intelligent. She had aspirations.
Mm-hmm.
She was in school. She had a nice family that liked me as a person that I thought were good people. And that girl just cheated on me, just right off the bat. And yet I was doing the same shit, but not right then. See, this is my thing. Like every time I said this girl's different, she ain't been
She
different.
shows you
I
something
lied to
that,
myself. I
yeah,
sucked in myself.
she shows you something, and that happens to everybody. That happens to men, that happens to women. You just have to know to yourself, like for me, I want to be happy again. I want to be in a relationship, loving relationship. I want to have a family again and all of that stuff, but I'm not searching for it. A man's going to come across my path if it's my destiny, and it is gonna be real. Look what I just told you guys about that other dude. I actually liked him and wanted that. And look how it turned out. Okay, if I was that girl that accepted cheating, maybe we'd still be here today, but would he still be cheating on me? I'm not prepared to take that risk. Do you understand what I mean? Because I consider myself very opened. That's what I find with people. When you meet people, you need to see how open they are to you, how honest they're prepared to be about certain things. Obviously, not straight away, but as the time goes by, yeah. And then, because someone could be into you, like a minute ago, someone said, "Oh, why are you entertaining that guy?" I ain't entertaining him. If that guy was right here now on another phone, he could never say I've led him on. He could if he ever try, I'd say, what did I do? What did I ever say to make you think that it was something different than just being cool and respectable and you're cool and we can talk cool sometimes? Other than that, whatever made you think it could be anything different? What, because you talk to me? Do you understand what I mean? So when
Mm.
you're with people, I feel like you just need to
Yeah, I feel you. I
be.
feel you.
Do you kind of understand what I mean? I'm trying to say to you, like, I feel like definitely know yourself, and
I
obviously
gotta be 100.
you're still young, which is not a bad thing when I'm saying that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm still young. On the panel, we're all still young. Do you understand what I mean? Youthful within ourselves, and know yourself. Because before you can ever find a true woman, you see, if you don't know yourself as a man, you'll get a true woman and you'll fuck it up because you're not being true to you. So the first and foremost thing is knowing yourself, knowing what you really want to be about, what you really want to do in life, what type of life you want, what type of
God damn it.
woman you want. Like, you need to know these things
Hey,
first
hey,
for
I appreciate
yourself.
that, Finest. I appreciate that like
No,
a
it's fine.
motherfucker.
Like,
I
honestly, it's
appreciate
fine.
that. Cause like real recently, like from Halloween up until 4 weeks ago, I was in a committed relationship. It was committed. I
Mm-hmm.
ain't fuck around with no bitches. I lay up with this bitch all motherfucking day, and I'm
That's the
sorry for saying the word
language.
bitch. I'm sorry. I knew you was about to
Yeah.
say it, City. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
This is just how I
Right.
talk. But
When
damn,
we playing, but we, you know, we having a serious conversation, and let's try to, like, you know what I
You
mean?
good?
Nah,
My
but
bad. My bad. I feel you.
yo, job, man. I want to ask you a question, man,
Wait,
because you
let him
said you was
speak. Sorry, Curry. Let
Yeah.
him speak. Let him speak. Yeah.
What
So
up,
No, he
you
Gotti?
hasn't
What
you
up?
was
finished.
What
doing
up?
it for 4 weeks
Shit.
for.
Well, I had like it's like 4 weeks ago. This shit ended, and this ain't formally ended either. I'm gonna let y'all know. This is a little bit of a. This is a short story. You feel me?
Mm,
So I met this girl. She was dating a homie that I had known for 11 fucking years. And I'm sorry for that word. I just that's emphasis on
mm.
how long I've known him,
Yeah,
how
just
close
go.
we
It's
have been.
real, innit? This is a real situation to you. Just speak.
And
Yeah.
it's just like I saw the way this person and this girl interacted, and I wasn't gonna mess around. You feel me? But I saw the girl the next day, and it got a little bit hairy. And the girl said something that got into my mind. It said, "What he doesn't know won't hurt him." And I
Last
forgot
clapped.
she said that. I forgot she said that. And it low key continued a little bit. But then Halloween came about, and I upped on the dude, all kind of crazy shit. I ain't gonna say it on the line, but
Mm.
this dude, me and this dude fell out, and him and this girl broke up because of me. And then I started being a man's and fuck shit happened. But look, it was all going good, right? It was all going amazing. Like I was
Mhm.
really in love with this girl. 19, about to be a med student. My mom loved the girl too. My
Mhm.
mama loved that girl. My mama hates all the girls.
Mhm.
That girl. But I thought she was getting her shit together, you feel me? And this girl told me she was pregnant. And I'm like, oh shit, holy shit, I'm about to be me a father. And this
Mhm.
shit get me hyped up. And I'm like, I'm getting hyped up. And then this shit just collapses. It collapsed. It collapsed. It started getting sideways. This girl started smoking fucking weed and drinking hella alcohol. And I'm sitting here thinking the bitch is pregnant. I'm sorry for saying that word. My bad, my bad.
No, just go
But
ahead.
anyway,
Don't
but
worry.
anyway,
That's what you think
long
about
story
her.
short, very long story short, this girl ended up driving the police to my house and telling them
Typical.
where I live. And I'm like this is my relationship with women in a nutshell. This right
nah,
here,
she's
this is
toxic,
a
bro.
very
But
She's a toxic female, bro.
but every
yeah.
Anytime,
So
time I've been
so
doing
let me
good though.
say. Let me. Oh, go on. What was you gonna say? Anytime you've been doing good.
Like every time I'm just saying I'm doing good. Like when I had my little fiance,
Yeah,
I
you
had
got
me a
your
little
head
thirty
straight.
thousand
she
dollars.
not
I
the
had me
one for
thirty
you,
thousand dollars at
bro.
17 years old. And then I
Cause you
turn
gotta
around
remember.
and all of my successes evaporated.
All
And I'm
right,
like,
Yo,
let me
but she
tell you
not the
this.
one for you,
This is
bro.
why. This is why what I said for you, yeah, is very important, and it's very important for everybody. We have to all apply this. I apply it every day. I'm applying it every day, more and more, more and more. Know yourself, because you see, when you know yourself and you align yourself with certain energies and positivity, it's hard. Toxic people, your energy won't stay it for long. You'll sense something. And one more
Hey,
other thing I want to say, just because you asked me something, yeah, is that you see people, and it happens with girls as well. I find a lot with women. Women hide these things, yeah, and women put these things to blind eyes. I can't say much for men. I'm not a man. You can meet someone, right? A guy. I'm going to use a guy example, and you can reference this in your head with the women you've been around. A guy could maybe show controlling traits in the beginning. Yeah, i.e., like, if you don't answer, a bit not rude, but a bit fresh to say, or if you live locally, might just accidentally be around your hat, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pop by. Next minute, he's outside. Yeah. And how I'm saying it, you'd be thinking, oh, what's wrong with that? Oh, that's a nice surprise. But you see people, yeah, they show you their traits from the beginning, especially people that have bad traits. Everyone's got bad traits. But if they're not pure, they're bad traits. Who's laughing? Smooth up
See.
then. Um, People that
nah,
have
but I
bad.
want to add on after you
Yeah, you
responded. I want to add
can.
on.
I
I'm
did.
sorry.
City, what are you laughing
hey,
about?
fuck
Um,
you, city, you a
uh,
bitch.
so yeah, it, like, you see people show you their
Hold
traits,
on,
yeah,
bro.
And
Yo, Goblin.
some people show you their
Sorry.
traits, yeah,
Sorry.
and
Oh my god.
people let them slide, innit? Am I missing something
No,
here?
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
don't know.
sorry.
I don't know what's
It's the
Yo,
back.
funny.
you
That's
It's the
two,
funny.
I
back
don't know
man.
chat.
what's
Yo,
I'm
funny.
yo,
sorry. It's the
fire.
back chat. I
I
didn't
don't know
mean
Yeah,
what's
to.
I'm
well,
I was
sorry.
cool,
quiet
yeah,
for a
but
long
come on,
time.
man.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
but I
All
I
right,
I
all right,
All
all
right, so
right.
I'm just gonna wrap it up, and then other people can speak anyway.
I
I'm
I'll
sure you
come
are
on.
fed
I'm
up of
coming
hearing
after
me.
you. I'm coming after you, fam.
Nah,
Yeah,
I
that's
wanted to hear
fine.
because you was really about to put us on game. I was listening, G. You said
Go
females
ahead.
be
Yeah, fuck
hiding. You
that. Go
said
ahead,
you
fun.
was about to say some jewels though, G. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. City laugh make
Yeah,
me
hold
laugh
on.
No,
Yo,
every
because no,
time.
it's
I'm sorry.
fine. It's not a
It's
problem.
D
But
and
I'm just
Goblin.
thinking, can't
All
you
right,
mute up?
I'm ranting on y'all
Um,
niggas.
yeah. So what I was saying is that basically people and women as well, men do it. People try to hide their traits in it, right? They're people that are like, I call them like bad mind. They're not pure. They're not balanced. They're not in line. Their traits, yeah, come up very early, very, very early in the process. Their traits, they show, look at that guy I've referenced myself. His downfall's gal, pussy. He fucked gal right in the beginning. That's a downfall. That's one of his traits. He fucks gal on top of gal. That's a trait. He can't fight that right now. He ain't ready to fight that. That's a trait that he has. Everyone has different traits. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So people will show their traits. So, like I was saying, a woman could show their traits to their guy that she's a bit over jealous or over insecure, or but because you like that person and it's the beginning, you just let it slide. You know, like I said, the other referencing it for on a woman's side, you could have a man that you meet him and like he, you know, you don't answer straight away. He gets a bit fresh, not out of line, just a bit fresh. You know, you live locally. He's like, oh, I'll pass by. You're not busy. Normal people will call when they're on their way or let you know they're on the way. This nigga's outside in 5 minutes talking about I'm outside. You know, silly things like that. I can't think of any other things off the top of my head, but we can all get the gist. People, if you think about people you've met, yeah, just personally right now in your head, and you drop them out for something, a trait, in the beginning, they showed you that trait, but you just chose to let it slide because you like them. In this day and age, the ages we are, I know the only one that's really younger than us is Goblin, which is no issue. But even for yourself, if you can apply these things from now, you'll be setting yourself up great for when you're our age group. You know, see people's traits and know that. Doesn't mean to write them off, but analyze shit. Don't just be stuck, oh, they're attractive. Yeah, they're, because it's a bigger picture than just attractive and putting me on my back. Do you know what I mean? You need to really see people's traits and understand,
That's true.
can that hinder me, or is that
That's
just
yeah.
one of their traits? And it's cool. Everyone has their traits. But because some people, I personally think, not everyone thinks this, my opinion, certain people are not balanced, they're not in line, their traits ain't gonna be able to fuck with me. I ain't gonna be able to take their traits if they're
Mm-hmm.
bad, like bad energy ones. Do you understand what I mean? So it's just about, I personally think, it's all about yourself, knowing yourself, being true to yourself, knowing your
Hell
aspirations, your
yeah.
morals, your values. And I'm not a settler. I will never settle for any man. I've met a millionaire guys. I've dated a billionaire. I dated a billionaire 3 years ago. Didn't like, so what? I've dated bummy
Right.
guys.
I need to
I've
step my
dated
game up.
like, well, not bummy
Right.
guys. I dated one bummy guy, yeah. But like
God
most of the
damn, I
guys I
can't.
But
I
yeah,
can't
know,
now
even
they get
follow that.
the
No,
point. It's like
I agree
I've
with what
basically,
Flawless
you know,
Wad
wait,
is
wait,
saying.
wait,
Bug
wait,
ass
wait, because
niggas.
I'm just cutting it up. Like I'm wrapping it up so
Uh-huh.
everyone else can speak, the other
Yeah,
sisters and
yeah.
everything. Like I've dated most of the men I meet, they're on the way to a great place or they're already there, luckily for them.
Shit, well, help me.
But 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 I would say for you, I don't know you personally, we're not dating, but you're at a great place and you're on the way to greater. I would never put you in a
all
bummy
right. Let me say
category.
something real quick.
Do you understand what I mean? So
Hold on, finance. Hold on, finance, real quick, real quick.
mhm.
So in, 'cause I'm about to cut the live, but we can still chop it up. Just want to say that was a great way to end it. the broadcast. You know, just know yourself before you jump into any situation, man. Know yourself, know your worth. You know what I mean? Don't jump into just anything. You know, talk about it. Try to find a way to come together if you love that person, man. Whether it's this path or that path, man. Be a man if you're a
Have
man. If you're a
resilience. I
woman, be
just
a
want to
woman.
say that.
Support your man. You know what I mean? Man, support your woman, and let's come together. I'm gonna end up the broadcast.
And one
Yeah,
thing I
that's
want to say
amazing.
before you end it, one thing I want to say is, women,
Oh,
let